Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to another Gordon-Rushville Mustang broadcast here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. This afternoon we are in Morrill, Nebraska for the final home game of the season for the Gordon-Rushville Mustang girls, where they are here to take on the Morrill Lions here this afternoon. Gordon-Rushville comes in with a season record of 13 wins and 7 losses, coming off the Western Trails Conference Tournament Championship win against the Kimball Longhorns a week ago today. The Morrill Lions will be no pushover this afternoon. They come into today's game with a season record of 13-6. The Mustangs did defeat Morrill in the first round of the Western Trails Conference Tournament. And that would have been last Thursday when they did that. Knocked the Lions out in the first round, traveled on the road, came down here to Morrill, and beat the Morrill Lions on their home floor. Hoping to do more of the same today. 12 minutes in the pregame warm-ups before the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. Glad to have you with us here this afternoon. Let's take a quick look at sponsors for today's game. The First National Bank of Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hins Home Furnishings, Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, Gardner, Lautzenheiser and Ryan, CPA, Share Real Estate, Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville, Essence, Modern Farm Equipment, and of course the Sheridan County Journal-Star. We'll step aside for a word from our sponsors and be back with some pregame information after this.
Putting burgers on the grill and cheese on burgers doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of smart farmers making smart decisions all along the way. We're committed, along with our dealers, to delivering the hay tools and all the other equipment you need to get the job done right. New Holland.
Just under 9 minutes to go before the tip-off of today's girls varsity matchup between the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Morrill Lions. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these two clubs. Morrill Lions coming in with a season record of 13 wins and 6 losses. They will be the number 2 seed in their Division I D1 sub-district. They'll play the number 3 seeded Layton Warriors, and that'll be next week. So the 2-seeded Morrill Lions in their sub-district, 13-6 record. Starters today, number 4, Leanne Sherrod. She is a 5'6" senior. She averages 4 points and 5 rebounds per game. We don't have information like we should on everybody. Well, we're going to have to go to the program. Next starter is number 5. That's Shaylin Lackey. She is a junior. We don't have a height listed for her. She averages 4 points and 3 rebounds per game. Number 10 is Jessica Harvey. She is a 5'9" junior. Jessica Harvey, the scoring machine on this team. She averages 20 points and 5 rebounds per game. Number 14 is Stephanie Tarrin, a 5'4" sophomore. She averages 5 points and 3 rebounds. And number 20, Caitlin Margheim, the 5'7" junior, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds per game. Morrill Lions average 52 points a game. They shoot 36% from the field, average 31 rebounds and 16 steals per contest. For the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, they come into today's game with a season record of 13-7. As we said earlier, they defeated these Morrill Lions in the first round of the Western Trails Conference Tournament and picked up another win last night as they knocked off the Bridgeport Bulldogs at home in their final home game. So 13-7 for the Mustangs as they head into sub-district play. The Mustangs will be the number 4 seed in a very brutal C1-12 sub-district. They'll face the number 1 seeded Chadron Cardinals. That'll be Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. That's Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, February 16th, 6 o'clock p.m. That'll be in Alliance, and we will bring that basketball game to you here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. So be sure to tune in as the Mustangs look to upset the top-seeded Chadron Cardinals, 6 o'clock p.m. Tuesday evening. So the Mustangs at 13-7 starters this evening. Number 13, Josie Perez, a 5'7" junior. Josie averaging 26 points and 4 rebounds per game to lead the team. Number 21, Ashton Sassy, is a 5'8" senior. Ashton averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds per game. Number 22 is Carly Hinn, the 5'11" junior, averaging 8 points and 9 rebounds. Number 24, Kenna Campbell, a 5'8" junior. Kenna averaging 8 points and 6 rebounds per contest. And number 45, Keely Campbell, is a 6'1" senior. Keely averages 4 points and 6 rebounds per game. So Keely Campbell and Ashton Sassy, the 2 seniors on this team, will both be making their final regular season start here this afternoon as they get ready to finish up this regular season as they take on the Morrill Lions this afternoon. Just a little over 5 minutes left in the pregame warm-ups. Glad to have you with us. We'll step aside for just a few minutes and be back with the introductions of the starting lineups here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net, coverage of Mustang Basketball 2016. Ads here real quick. All right, here we are. Let's take a look at the sponsors for today's game. The First National Bank in Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. They offer all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And whether you're looking to melt some ice or go fishing on it, True Value of Gordon can get you set up. Come and see Buck and the gang at 217 North Main Street in Gordon. Hinn's Home Furnishings invites you to come and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily. They have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and much more. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they can get it for you. And they also offer free local delivery. Remember, every dollar you spend locally keeps money in our community. That is Hinn's Home Furnishings, downtown Gordon. And Grocery Mart in downtown Gordon. is your full-service grocery store, and they have that personal hometown atmosphere that everybody loves. That's at Grocery Mart, in downtown Gordon. Tax season is here, and it's in full swing. Accountant Carol Child is your one-stop resource for all your accounting and tax needs and much more. You can give her a call at 282-0842 or stop by her office at 216 South Main Street in Gordon. And don't forget, folks, it pays to have an accountant on your side. The certified public accounting firm of Gardner, Lautzenheiser and Ryan, PC, wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs this season. Stop in and see Sarah Ritgarn. She is a CPA in the Gordon office. You can find her at 106 North Main Street, or you can call 282-1295. She'll take care of all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Go Mustangs! Whether you're looking to buy or sell, give Barb Scher a call at 282-1516, and she'll get you taken care of. You can also browse her current listings on her website. That's www.scherrealestate.com. That's SCHAER realestate.com. And Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville boys and girls basketball teams. Sides and Milburn Ford has 4 new 2015 model vehicles in stock, and it's time to get rid of them. Call Chris Heiser today for all the rebates and financing information from Ford Motor Company. Visit sidesandmilburn.com or call 308-327-2472. And Essence in Essence in Gordon. We're reading ahead a little bit too far off. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, fellas, and Essence in Gordon has a wide variety of flowers, including a $50 vased rose special. Get a dozen roses for just $50, and that is an outstanding price. They also have heart-shaped boxed chocolates, and they've got helium balloons. Essence will be open today from 9 till 5. Still got a couple hours to get down there, an hour and a half, yet to get down there this afternoon and get something for your sweetheart. But even better, they will be open tomorrow from 9 to 1 for those last-minute pickups. So if you can't get there this afternoon, stop by and see Amber in downtown Gordon at Essence. They'll take great care of you and keep you out of the doghouse by getting something special for your sweetheart. We are now ready for the national anthem and the introductions of the starting lineups. We'll have to see what kind of national anthem we get here. It looks like it might be a copyrighted version. If it is, we'll have to mute that sound.
Fellow parents and officials in a positive manner. At this time, please rise with your head covered, face the flag with your right hand over your heart for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh,
there are the starting lineups, and no shortage of pageantry here in Morrill. Has quite the outstanding introduction. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear the public address announcer, but it is a very emotional day here in Morrill, as it is also the last game of the season for several of their players as well. On the floor for the Morrill Lions, number 4, Leanne Sherrod, she is a senior. Number 5, Shaylin Lackey, a junior. Number 10, Jessica Harvey, a junior. Number 14, Stephanie Tarrin, a sophomore. And number 20, Caitlin Margheim, a junior. Carly Hinn and Jessica Harvey ready to jump it up. Hinn wins the tip, and we are underway in the first quarter. Here from Morrill, they go high post, then immediately look down low, and the Mustangs waste no time. Josie Perez lays it in for 2. And the Mustangs out in front with the early lead. Margheim at the high post kicks it out to Harvey, and then she throws it away, trying to go down low for Leanne Sherrod, and it sails out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball. Just underway in the first quarter. Glad to have each and every one of you here with us this afternoon. Perez sets it up, goes down low for Carly Hinn. She'll kick it out. Three-pointer on the way from Kenna Campbell. That one's no good. Rebound and the putback, and now a battle for the rebound. Jessica Harvey comes away with it, and Harvey quickly up the floor for the Lions. She is Morrill's leading scorer. They're going to say that foul was on the floor as Harvey took it all the way to the basket and laid it in. They'll say the foul was on the floor, and that'll be the first on Carly Hinn. Jessica Harvey, number 10, she averages 20 points a game for the Mitchell Lions, or Morrill Lions, having a terrible time with that here this afternoon. And she throws it away again. They've tried twice to start that offense going down to the baseline, and they misfired both times. 7:06 to go, first quarter. Over the top to Carly Hinn. One dribble, off glass, and good. Carly Hinn lays it home, and it's 4-0, just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Harvey ahead to Tarrin. Now back around to Harvey, and she stepped on the sideline. So Morrill off to a rocky start here, and the coach wants to talk things over. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Mustangs lead it 4-0. And we'll say this several times today, but if you hadn't noticed, this is February 13th. That means that tomorrow is February 14th. And for those of you fellas who are holiday challenged, that means it's Valentine's Day. And that means that you better get yourself down to Essence in downtown Gordon, look up Amber, and have her help you out, keep you out of the doghouse. She'll get you taken care of. She'll be open until 5 o'clock this afternoon, and then they'll be open from 9 to 1 tomorrow. And they'll get you taken care of for all of your last-minute Valentine's Day needs at Essence in downtown Gordon. Josie Perez loses the handle. Now they go cross-court to Ashton Sassy. Sassy works on the wing, looks inside for Carly Hinn. Carly has her shot blocked from behind. Keely Campbell is there to rebound it and clean up the putback. And it's a 6-0 Mustang lead, 6:24 to go. Harvey crosses the timeline, goes to work against the 1-3-1 zone of the Mustangs. Into the corner for Margheim. Her shot for 3 is up and is good. Caitlin Margheim gets the Morrill Lions on the board, cuts the lead in half. It's 6-3, 6:07 to go in the first quarter. They go high post for Keely Campbell, kicks it across for Kenna Campbell. Kenna looks inside for Carly Hinn. Kenna is pushed to the floor by Jessica Harvey. No foul called. Harvey good-naturedly helps her up off of the floor, and Morrill will take over. So Harvey works to the right side of the floor, drives to the baseline, passes it underneath, but that's taken away by the Mustangs. Now scooped up at midcourt, and a reach-in foul is going to be called. That'll be on Shaylin Lackey. That is her first. And it'll be Mustang basketball out of bounds in front of the scorer's table on the near side. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. So Perez tries to go inside for Hinn again. Ball comes loose. Hinn somehow gets to that ball. Perez has it slapped out of her hands as she's heading for the basket. And Morrill gets the turnover. And now Carly Hinn's going to be whistled for her second foul. So 2 quick fouls on Carly Hinn, and it looks early on like Carly is the focal point of the Mustangs offense this afternoon, as they've pounded it inside to her several times already, but she's quickly got 2 fouls in this first quarter. She'll have to head to the bench. She's replaced by Rianne Ferguson. The young freshman comes in to take the place of Carly Hinn. The Mustangs still in that 1-3-1. Pretty good chance they'll be there all day long. Here's a takeaway by Josie Perez. Perez down the floor, dribbles around Harvey, can't get the shot to go, and Harvey with the rebound. Harvey with a baseball pass ahead. They look down low for Taryn. Contact, no foul called. And here come the Mustangs the other way. The referees, at least in the early going here, look like they're going to let these 2 teams play. And just as I say that, a hand check called against Shaylin Lackey, and that'll be her second foul. Now Callie Schultz comes in for the Mustangs, and Bailey Steiner comes in for Morrill into the lineup. Ferguson out after the quick trip onto the floor for her. Schultz around to Sassy, and they'll set it up. Man-to-man defense. Check that now into a 2-3 zone for Morrill. That shot up and good. I think that was Ashton Sassy on the shot. That's who we're going to give it to anyway. Jacob agrees that is the correct call. 8-3 with 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go. Harvey switches hands, switches back, works against Schultz, flips it back up top to Margheim. Back to Harvey. Cross court pass to Steiner. On the wing and back to Harvey. They work at high post for Margheim. Quick shot inside, and the rebound, the putback won't go. And the Mustangs quickly down the floor. Sassy will pull it back. Cross court pass to Perez. Thought about that 3-pointer. Flips it inside to Kenna Campbell. Off glass and good. Kenna Campbell on the board. So 5 Mustangs, each with a basket. 10-3 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go first quarter. Margheim across to Taryn. Into the corner for Harvey. Tees it up for 3. That one is off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Perez. 4-on-3 for the Mustangs. Perez drives to the hoop. Shot won't go. And Harvey with the rebound. So both teams moving it up and down the floor in a hurry. Harvey all the way in, and then a blocking foul will be called on the Mustangs. Give that foul to Callie Schultz. That is her first. Ferguson in and Kenna Campbell out. Kenna nursing a sore foot. And so Coach Randy Holbert trying to use her as sparingly as possible, though she is a very integral part of this Mustang offense. Stephanie Taryn for 3. That one won't go. And a wrestling match for the basketball. A tie-up call that it'll be Morrill basketball with 3:06 to go in the first quarter. It's been a good season for this Morrill Lion team. 13-6 on the season. Harvey goes up strong, and she'll draw the foul. And she'll earn 2 shots here. Give that foul to Keely Campbell. That is her first. And it puts Jessica Harvey at the line for 2 free throws. 3:02 to go in the first quarter. First one is no good. I am Clint Anderson, along with Jesse Moss and Jacob Grover here this afternoon from Morrill. I'm very excited to be bringing you this final regular season game of the year for both of these teams, as Harvey missed them both. Outside for Sassy, 3-pointer from the corner. That one won't go. And rebound cleared by Harvey again. She's everywhere on the floor for this Morrill Lions team. Accelerates to the baseline, pull-up jumper. That misses, and the rebound by Schultz. 2:40 to go first quarter. Perez brings it up the floor. Into the corner for Sassy. They work it inside for Keely Campbell. That shot, no good. Rebounded by Steiner. Harvey with that baseball pass again, ahead to Taryn. Gathers it in, puts up the shot, and it is good. Stephanie Taryn with a pair. Makes it 10-5 with 2:15 to go first quarter. Perez cross court to Schultz. Schultz will drive to the free throw line, turns the corner, accelerates to the basket, high off the glass, can't get it to go. And another rebound as Morrill has done a tremendous job inside of rebounding, especially on the defensive end. Long three-pointer for Harvey. That one's in and out, no good. And rebounded by Keely Campbell. The Morrill has really eliminated second chance points for the Mustangs so far in this first quarter. Perez will just put that up herself. That's no good off the back iron. And they get it out quickly to Harvey. Down the floor to Taryn. Taryn just inside the three-point line. That one's in and out, no good. Taryn with a good aggressive move trying to get that rebound and ends up forcing the Mustangs to tip it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Morrill Lions. Now into the lineup comes Lily Martin, number 11, and Jada West, number 12 for Morrill. Margheim and Harvey head to the bench for a breather. So this will be West. Her shot won't go. Martin is going to be fouled, and just like that, both Mustang post players have two fouls. Carly Hinn and Keely Campbell, who just picked up her second. The Mustangs in foul distress early here as Lily Martin heads to the free throw line. First one is good. Makes it 10-6 with 1:19 to go in the first quarter. Second one is off the mark, but that's rebounded by Morrill again. Inside for Steiner, but blocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. So Morrill maintains possession. And this will be Taryn to inbound it. Stephanie Taryn into the corner. Shot up and no good by Leanne Sherrod, and then a foul called on the Morrill Lions. It'll be Mustang basketball. They give that foul to Stephanie Taryn. That is her first. Third team foul on Morrill. 1:10 to go in the opening quarter. Mustangs with the 4-point lead. It's 10-6. And there's a ill-fated pass that's taken away by West. She takes it down and lays it in. And it's back to a 2-point game. Kenna Campbell back into the lineup for the Mustangs. And blocked on the shot, a tie-up called. And the alternating possession will give it back to the Mustangs. Campbell to inbound it. Finds Perez on the wing. Drives in and kicks it out for Sassy. Back in the corner for Kenna Campbell. Three-pointer up and good. Kenna Campbell for three. When in doubt, find number 24. Pushes the lead back to 5. We're under 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. They go over the top for Martin. That's tipped away by Kenna Campbell. 29 seconds for the Mustangs to work. Callie Schultz tried to go over the top with it. It's tipped away. Morrill comes back down with it. They've got 22 seconds. Here's West driving in. Flips it over to Taryn. Shot up, and that's no good. Rebounded by Kenna Campbell. 14 to work. Josie Perez down the floor. 3-on-2. Perez all the way in. Now she'll pull it back out. 8 seconds. Kenna Campbell drives in. Shot in the lane. That one won't go. Rebounded by Steiner. And at the buzzer, the shot won't go. Josie Perez got the steal, but the layup just a fraction of a second too late. So at the end of the first, it is the Gordon-Rushville 13 and Morrill 8.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. The gold standard has been raised. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Ready to start the second quarter. The Mustangs with a 5-point lead. We will have the Twitter feed up and running. And so if you'd like to give us a shout out, let us know where you're watching from and who you're watching with, who you're cheering for. we'd sure like to have you do that. Include the handle at SC Journal Star, and we'll run those tweets during halftime and in the pregame for the boys game. As there's a shot that's no good. Long rebound controlled by Margheim. And then a double dribble called on Margheim that she'll turn it over to the Mustangs. So fire off a tweet. Include the handle at SC Journal Star. And let us know where you're watching from this afternoon. It was a cold and blustery Saturday when we left Rushville this morning. Considerably nicer down here in the valley. A balmy 47 degrees according to the thermometer on the vehicle. As there's a shot that won't go and a tie-up. This will be Mustang basketball. 7:29 to go, second quarter. Schultz gets her shoe tied. She's ready for action, and so are the Mustangs. Perez to inbound it over the top. Finds Schultz. On the wing for Kenna Campbell. Schultz drives down the lane. Shot high. That one won't go. Taryn with the rebound. Another Morrill Lion rebound. Taryn finally controls that in the corner. Margheim works inside, and there's a big block, but no. A foul going to be called, and that is 3 on Keely Campbell. 2 shots for Shaylin Lackey. And Keely Campbell now with 3 fouls. Mustang's going to have to change tactics here. Keely Campbell with 3 and Carly Hinn with 2 fouls. They're going to have to pull Keely out of the lineup, and that'll mean another trip to the floor for Rianne Ferguson. So the young freshman has got a lot of playing time this year, especially the second half of the season after the injury to Shania Friesman. Second free throw by Lackey is up, and that one is good. 13-9, 7:07 to go, second quarter. 4-point game. Try to go high post for Kenna Campbell. Instead, it's picked up by Jessica Harvey, who lays it in. And now we've got a 2-point ball game at 13-11. They go down low for Kenna Campbell. She can't get the shot to fall. Mustangs need to adjust to a little more physical style of play. These referees aren't calling very many fouls, and they're going to have to adjust. There's a hand in the passing lane by Kenna Campbell, but it's Lackey that comes out of there with it, but then they get it again. Mustangs on the run. Perez to the baseline, loses the handle, out of bounds. Couldn't quite get a grip on it. Off her knee and out of bounds. They'll turn it back over to Morrill. Morrill showing signs of life early in this second quarter. Onto the wing for Taryn. Taryn will dribble up and across court. Now they'll swing it down into the corner for Harvey. Long three-pointer for Jessica Harvey. That one won't go. And a rebound by Schultz. Callie Schultz came crashing in and pulled that rebound down. 6 minutes to go. Josie Perez will work to the left wing. Now switches hands. Flips it up top for Kenna Campbell. She traveled with it. Now Bailey Steiner back into the ball game for Morrill. She'll take the place of Leanne Sherrod. I believe Sherrod is the only senior on this team. And so a young Morrill Lions team, as there's a pass that's nearly taken away. Margheim decides to put up the 3, but she traveled. She declared her pivot foot and moved it to take the shot. So both teams turning it over with some unforced errors early going. 5:35 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs' lead has been cut to just 2. They tried to leave it up top for Kenna Campbell again, and it's taken away. Here's Harvey with the layup, and that one is good. So the Morrill Lions are all over that play for the Mustangs. They try to drive and then dish it back to the top of the key, and that's twice in a row that Morrill has been ready for it, taking that pass away and laid it up on the other end. We are tied at 13 with 5:10 to go in the second quarter. Perez drives down the lane. That one's off the back iron and no good. Kenna Campbell with the rebound. Her putback won't go. Schultz with the rebound. Now here's Perez. Drives in, splits the defenders. Shot is up, but she is fouled, and that'll put Josie Perez at the line for 2 shots. That foul is on Stephanie Taryn. That is her second. Josie Perez with 2 shots. Josie with just 2 points so far here in this first half. First free throw is good by Josie. And now Jada West comes back into the lineup for Taryn for the Morrill Lions. So Perez lines up the second, and the second one is also good. Now Carly Hinn will come back in. Josie Perez will get a breather on the bench. So the Mustangs will have to mix and match a little bit. Be pretty careful because Carly Hinn has 2 fouls, Keithy Campbell with 3. So on the floor for the Mustangs, it's Schultz, Ferguson, Kenna Campbell. There's a 3-pointer by Harvey. Look out. And just like that, Morrill has their first lead of the game, 16-15. Kenna Campbell has that pass taken, or tipped anyway. Here's Carly Hinn gathering it in. Kenna Campbell out on the wing. Now she'll put it on the floor, drives into the lane, little floater, and rattles that one home. Kenna Campbell, the leading scorer now with 7 points, and it puts the Mustangs back ahead at 17-16 with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs sticking with that 1-3-1 zone. Harvey down in the corner for Steiner. 3-pointer, that one is short. And a battle for the rebound. Jump ball. Morrill Lions basketball. So Morrill is doing a tremendous job of crashing the boards here this afternoon. Margheim with the catch, the shot, and that'll put Morrill back into the lead at 18-17. Just over halfway through this second quarter. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Ashton Sassy works to the baseline on the right side. She has it taken away, and guess who? It's Jessica Harvey with the left hand down the floor, lays it up, and good for 2 more. So Jessica Harvey starting to heat up, and a 3-point lead now for the Morrill Lions, their biggest of the afternoon. So the Mustangs trying to find their feet here. They go inside for Carly Hinn. Off glass, that one won't go, but Carly is fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. That foul's on Bailey Steiner. That is her first. Carly's first is good. So now Sherrod back into the game. And Jada West to the bench for Morrill. But Carly lines up the second free throw. And that one misses everything. It'll be Morrill basketball out of bounds. 3:30 to go, second quarter. Harvey brings it up the floor. And they go to work against the Mustang zone. Margheim on the wing. Over the top to Harvey. Now quickly inside for Steiner. That shot, no good. And here come the Mustangs on the run again. Morrill's done a great job of getting back. Now they reach in and take it away again. Harvey gets it ahead, and then a no traveling call there. They say she doesn't slide her foot. Harvey, long 3-pointer. That one's off the mark, no good, and it'll sail out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball. Harvey not afraid to pull the trigger from just about anywhere on the floor. Taking 2 of those long ones, or extra long, I guess you might say. College length 3-pointers. So here's Perez. She turns the corner, heads to the baseline, and she'll draw a blocking foul on one of the Lions. And that is on Caitlin Margheim. That is her first. Into the corner for Perez. 3-pointer, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Josie Perez. She's got 7 points. And the Mustangs back in front, 21-20. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go before the half. We expected a good ball game. Both of these teams with 13 wins on the season. They know how to get it done. The final tune-up for both of these squads, no, it's not for the Morrill Lions, as they'll have one more game this evening, or tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Not sure what day that is that they've got another game left. Foul called on one of the Mustangs, and that is Carly Hinn, and that is her third. So the Mustangs, 2 post players, both with 3 fouls, with 2 minutes left to go in the first half. puts Lackey at the free throw line for a 1-and-1, and she misses the front end of it. Mustangs quickly down the floor. Into the corner, this is Schultz, leaves it out for Kenna Campbell. Her shot partially blocked, but also a foul, and Kenna will get some free throws. That is the second on Bailey Steiner. Kenna Campbell with her first free throws of the afternoon. Mustangs lead at 21-20. 1:59 to go in the second quarter. First free throw is no good by Kenna. Now Lily Martin back into the game. Steiner will have to come to the bench with her 2 fouls. Kenna lines up the second and drops it in. 2-point advantage for the Mustangs. Just under 2 minutes to go. Harvey sends it in the corner for Martin. Now back to Harvey. Swing it back the other way, and Harvey with it again. Flips it over there, free throw line jumper. Martin with the rebound. Can't get the put back to fall. Ashton Sassy down the floor. Cross-court pass for Perez. Perez drives down the lane. Now she'll kick it out for Sassy. Sassy drives in. Pull-up jumper by Ashton. Won't go, but she is fouled. And that's on Shaylin Lackey, and that is her third. Oh, both teams now with players with 3 fouls as Sassy lines up the first and knocks it down. So Jada West will come in to replace Shaylin Lackey, who now is on the bench with 3 fouls. And Sassy makes them both. She's got 4 points on the afternoon. And it's a 24-20 lead for the Mustangs. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. They go down low for Martin. Can't handle the pass. Saves it back in. Ferguson is there, but she can't get a handle on it. And now a blocking foul going to be called on Ferguson. That'll be her first. And it's 1-on-1 bonus time as Leanne Sherrod will head to the line. And now Peyton Gibson, freshman, number 1, comes into the game for Morrill as Martin comes out. So Sherrod at the line for a 1-on-1. First free throw is good. Second one by Sherrod is also good. So the lone senior on the Morrill Lions team makes both free throws. 1:10 to go, and the Mustangs lead it by 2 in the second quarter. Perez works out front. Kenna Campbell, spin move. Shot up, high off the glass, and good. Good work that time by Kenna Campbell. Stretches the lead back to 4 as we're under 50 seconds to go in the first half. Harvey into the corner for Gibson. Now back to Harvey on the wing. 40 seconds. Across to West and back to Harvey out near the half court. High post for Margheim. Now she'll step back out. Here's West on the wing and back to Harvey. 28 seconds. Behind the back dribble, Schultz giving her a hard time as there's a foul by Kenna Campbell. Kenna got her money's worth that time. She came down awkwardly on that sore foot, and it'll put Gibson at the line for 2 shots. Kenna Campbell in some obvious pain down there as she awaits this free throw. Gibson misses the first, but she's got one more shot coming with 21 seconds left to go in the half. And the second one falls off no good. Rebounded by Kenna Campbell. She rips it away with 18 seconds. Ashton Sassy up the floor. Now she'll pull it back. Gets it to Kenna Campbell. Kenna into the lane. Shot up. Can't get it to fall, but she is fouled. Kenna will have free throws. Kenna pretty ginger on that foot. Give that foul to Leanne Sherrod. That is her first. .7 seconds left to go. Kenna gets that one to fall. Kenna went 10 for 10 from the free throw line in the Western Trail's semifinal win against the Hemingford Bobcats. She makes both of them here. She's 3 for 4 today. Mustangs now will provide some full court pressure with 10 seconds to go. And now a hand check called on Callie Schultz, and that's not what the Mustangs were after, as it puts Jessica Harvey at the free throw line. She's 0 for 2 this afternoon. And it'll be a 2-shot foul as the Mustangs with 10 team fouls. And now a little bit of an entomology experiment as Harvey clears the floor. Not sure what it was that was out there, but she takes care of it and politely takes it all the way to the nearest trash can. Not content to just flip it off the court, she's going to dispose of it properly. 6.9 seconds left to go in the first half. Jessica Harvey at the free throw line, lines up the first and drops it in. That gives Jessica Harvey 10 points in the first half. Second one is also good, and it trims the Mustangs' lead to 4. 5 seconds left. Sassy down the sideline, trying to find some room. Gibson with the steal, but she'll run out of time, and at the half, it is the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs 28 and the Morrill Lions 24. Stick with us here after the commercial break. We'll bring you some unofficial scoring totals. At the half, the Mustangs 28, Morrill 24.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. The gold standard has been raised. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
So at the half, the Mustangs lead it by 4. Let's take a look at some unofficial halftime scoring totals for the Mustangs. Kenna Campbell, sore foot and all, she leads the way, and she leads all scorers with 12 points. 4 field goals and 3 for 4 from the free throw line for Kenna Campbell. Josie Perez has 7 points, Ashton Sassy with 4, Carly Hinn with 3, and Keely Campbell with 2. For the Morrill Lions, Jessica Harvey has 11. Caitlin Margheim with 5. 3 players then with 2 points. Stephanie Tarrin, Jada West, and Leanne Sherrod, each with 2. Shaylin Lackey with 1, and Lily Martin also with 1. The most important stat so far is fouls. Both teams with players with 3 fouls. The Mustangs, both of their post players, Carly Hinn and Keely Campbell, each have 3 fouls apiece. And then Rhiann Ferguson, Callie Schultz, and Kenna Campbell, each with 1 foul. But Carly and Keely each with 3 fouls, and that has spelled trouble for the Mustangs in this first half, as both of them have had to spend significant time on the bench. For the Morrill Lions, Shaylin Lackey with 3 fouls, Stephanie Tarrin and Bailey Steiner each with 2, Caitlin Margheim and Leanne Sherrod with 1. So as we said earlier, Morrill is the number 2 seed in their sub-district, and they'll face off against the 3-seeded Layton Warriors next week in the first round of sub-district play. The Mustangs at 13-7 are still the 4 seed in their sub-district. They'll face off against top-seeded Chadron in the 6 o'clock game Tuesday night from Alliance. And the other side of that sub-district bracket, it will be Mitchell and Kimball in what should be a very good matchup as well. So the winner of the Gordon-Rushville Chadron game will take on the winner of the Morrill, or the Mitchell and Kimball game. Mitchell and Kimball winner against the Gordon-Rushville Chadron winner to decide the sub-district champion. And from that point, it's a 1-game playoff to see who will end up at state. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the halftime break. Mustangs lead it at the half, 28. to 24 here on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net coverage of Mustang basketball 2016. We're going to mute the sound here for just a little bit, and we'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes on Sheridan County Journal-Star.net. So a three-point shooting contest here, and you'll notice that Gordon-Rushville's own Chuck Hinn with the shot. Gonna have to give him a hard time as he missed the rim and everything. And now our cameraman Jesse Moss gonna step up and take a shot here from the top of the key. Jesse lets it fly. That one's off the back iron, straight up in the air and good. Jesse with the celebration dance, and he earns himself a Gatorade. Congratulations to our cameraman Jesse Moss. Great work that time on the three-point shot. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the halftime break. Mustangs lead it by 4. Two and a half minutes left in the halftime break. The Mustangs lead it 28-24. Sponsors of today's game: Essence in downtown Gordon, Sides in Milburn Ford, Share Real Estate, Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan, Accountant Carol Child, Grocery Mart, Hinn's Home Furnishings, Gordon True Value, Strong Insurance, the First National Bank of Gordon, Modern Farm Equipment, and the Sheridan County Journal-Star. Your source for all the news that is news in Sheridan County. And don't forget, these broadcasts are re-aired on Great Plains Communications Channel 2, local access channel number 2, Great Plains Communications. So if you're a Great Plains subscriber along Highway 20, make sure you tune in. These games usually re-air in that 7 to 8 o'clock range nightly during the week. And this week it should be very, very exciting game action from the Western Trails Conference Tournament as the Lady Mustangs, after beating these Morrill Lions in the first round, went on to take down top-seeded Hemmingford in the semifinals and then closed it out in the championship game against the Kimball Longhorns. So check out your local listings to watch that great action. And also to go along with that, the Gordon-Rushville Mustang boys had an outstanding tournament. They came in as the 2 seed and they defeated Hemmingford, and then they had to take down top-seeded Bridgeport in the championship game in what was a classic. A hard-fought battle. The Mustangs came out on top with a 6-point victory and the Western Trails Conference Championship. And so congratulations to both of these Mustang basketball teams, both of them peaking at exactly the right time, playing their best basketball of the season right now when it really counts as they're getting ready to head to sub-districts. So check out those outstanding games from the Western Trails Conference Tournament on Great Plains Communications, Channel 2. Check your local listings. Just about ready to get the third quarter underway. The Mustangs they've got their hands full is what I'm trying to say. They've struggled. Foul trouble has really hamstrung them in this first half, with both Carly Hinn and Keely Campbell playing with 3 fouls. They've had to spend a lot of time on the bench, and the quickness of this Morrill Lions team has caused them some difficulties handling the ball. So Kenna Campbell has it to Sassy and around to Josie Perez and back to Sassy. And Kenna Campbell left her defender in the dust as Jessica Harvey pulls that rebound out of there, heads down the floor, lays it up, can't get it to fall, but she's fouled by Kenna Campbell. Kenna picks up her second foul. And Jessica Harvey will start the second half at the free throw line for 2 tries. 7:35 to go in the third quarter. Jessica Harvey not a bit bashful about taking that basketball coast to coast, driving to the hoop, and draws the foul. The first free throw rolls off, no good. The Mustangs have struggled with the smaller, quicker lineup of the Lions so far this afternoon. Harvey's second free throw is good, and it's a 3-point advantage. 28 to 25. Sassy into the corner for Hinn. Hinn drives to the baseline, spin move, finds Kenna Campbell cutting down the lane. Now they'll find Perez down low on the baseline. Perez flips it up behind her head, and a timeout called by Coach Randy Holbert. As he could see, his Mustangs were in a tough position there. He's going to call a quick 30-second timeout and try to right the ship early in this third quarter. Whether you're needing to melt some ice or go fishing on it, True Value of Gordon can get you set up. Come and see Buck and the gang at 217 North Main Street in Gordon. And Grocery Mart in Gordon is your full-service grocery store, and they have that personal hometown atmosphere that everybody loves. That's at the Grocery Mart in downtown Gordon. 7 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Mustangs have the basketball and a 3-point lead. Kenna Campbell looks to inbound it. She goes over the top and finds Keely Campbell. Right back to Kenna, down on the block. That shot is no good. Carly Hinn with the opportunistic rebound and put back. Carly's got 5, and it increases the Mustang lead to 5 at 30 to 25 with 7:05 left to go in the third quarter. There's a takeaway by Josie Perez. 2-on-2. Perez looks across. Carly Hinn off glass and good. So the Mustangs on the break that time get themselves just a little bit of breathing room. 7-point advantage with 6:45 to go in the third quarter. They go high post for Mardheim. Now they kick it back out to Harvey. Behind the back dribble. Almost loses it. Gets it back. Pull-up jumper in the lane. Rolls off no good. Rebounded by Keely Campbell. Kenna Campbell will cross the timeline with it at 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Hinn back to Campbell and around to Sassy. Sassy on the wing. Inside for Josie Perez. And a foul called against the Morrill Lions. Call that foul on Jessica Harvey. That's her first. Callie Schultz comes into the Mustang lineup to give Kenna Campbell a break. And Kenna, as we talked earlier, very, very ginger on that foot as she comes off the floor. There's a pass tipped and taken away by Sherrod. Sherrod down the floor. Has that one taken away from behind just as she was about to shoot it. Now a dangerous pass ahead by the Mustangs. Josie Perez will drive to the baseline. Now she'll pull it back out, flip it up top. Ashton Sassy, three-pointer up, and no good. Rebounded by Bailey Steiner. Hands it off to Harvey with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. They go down low for Taryn. She dribbles that one off her foot. No, off of Carly Hinn's foot, they say. And out of bounds. It'll stay with the Morrill Lions. So Harvey to inbound it. To Margheim. Margheim steps up. Three-pointer. That one's no good, but Sherrod's there for the rebound. Her putback won't go. Finally, the rebound is cleared by Josie Perez. She'll bring it up the far side with 5:45 to go. Perez down the lane, up and under, can't get it to fall. Mustangs having a hard time. They've had some looks at the basket tonight, but they haven't converted like they'd like. And there's a pass over the head of Bailey Steiner and out of bounds. Harvey heads to the bench. She'll be replaced in the lineup by Shaylin Lackey. 5:33 to go. Mustangs out in front, 32-25. And Ashton Sassy will bring it up the floor. Now Josie Perez has Morrill now in a man-to-man look, and that one's batted out of Carly Hinn's hands, and here comes Morrill, but taken away from behind by Callie Schultz. Nice job that time by Callie. Good hustle to get back on defense and tips that one out of bounds. Got it out of the hands of Shaylin Lackey. Now Lackey looks to inbound it over the top. Here's Steiner just inside the three-point line. That's no good. And Josie Perez down the floor. Perez works around Stephanie Taryn. Shot up and good. And Josie Perez with two more. And a timeout called on the floor. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Mustangs lead this one 34-25.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. It's no secret that dealers define who we are. This group of energized businessmen are delivering like never before. And what are they delivering? New products, service, and equipment for people with field smarts just like you.
The certified public accounting firm of Gardner, Lautzenheiser, and Ryan wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs this season. Stop in and visit with Sarah Ritgarn. She's a CPA in the Gordon office. You can find her at 106 North Main Street, or you can call 282-1295 for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Go Mustangs! 5 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Mustang lead is grown to 9. That's the biggest lead of the game for Gordon-Rushville. Carly Hinn and Keely Campbell both in the game and both playing with 3 fouls. Jessica Harvey back into the game for Morrill. Harvey flips it across to Margheim for 3. That one's off the front of the rim, no good, but an offensive rebound by Morrill and then tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. It'll stay with the Morrill Lions. Harvey flips it in, and now back to Harvey. Harvey, 2 big steps, and off the glass, that won't go. Rebound pulled down by Ashton Sassy. Ashton quickly up the floor. Stops over the top, too high for Carly Hinn and out of bounds. Ashton had Carly in a good spot, but just a little bit too high to make the connection. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go third quarter. Harvey on the wing for Lackey, around to Taryn and into the corner for Harvey, and an offensive foul called on the Morrill Lions. That is number 4, that's Leanne Sherrod, and that is her second. Just the second foul of the second half for the Morrill Lions. The Mustangs with just 1 foul in the half. Sassy sets it up this time. Man-to-man defense. Carly Hinn puts it on the floor. Inside for Perez, off the glass and good. Nice strong move that time by Josie. Gives her 11 points. Stretches the Mustang lead to 11. Biggest of the game with 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Into the corner for Taryn. Her shot is short and rebounded by Keely Campbell. Josie Perez quickly up the floor on the run. Leaves it outside, right back into Perez. Perez shot partially blocked. Battle for it. Carly Hinn got her feet tangled up with a basketball and hit the deck. And the Mustangs still with the basketball. Everybody right out on the ragged edge. Now Callie Schultz loses the handle, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. What a fast-paced flurry of activity that time. Players all over the floor, and the Mustangs somehow end up with the basketball under their own basket. Perez off the back of Harvey, and then she's fouled on the shot. And they give that foul to Jessica Harvey. That is her second. So Josie Perez with 2 free throws. She's 2 for 2 this afternoon. 3:28 left to go in the third quarter. The first one is in and out. And now the second one on the way from Josie Perez is good. So Josie is now 3 for 4 from the line. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs back into that 1-3-1 zone. Harvey drives to the baseline through traffic, shot up and good. Not often you're able to do that against this Mustang defense, but she found the seam that time and cuts the lead back to 10. Here's Carly Hinn up top, guarded by Stephanie Taryn. That's a big mismatch. They go inside for Josie Perez, and she has it taken away. She dribbled at one time. Margheim reached in and took it away, and now Ashton Sassy is unhappy with the foul that's called on her. She's going to let the referee know about it, too. Her first. Second team foul on the Mustangs. Ashton is the ultimate competitor. And not happy with that foul call. Here's Stephanie Taryn. She works to the right side. Down inside. That's tipped by Carly Hinn and taken away. Callie Schultz ahead to Ashton Sassy. Now she'll pull it back. Cross court to Perez. Tees it up for 3. That one is no good. Carly Hinn with the rebound. Put back won't go. Tipped around. Harvey saves it back in, but Carly Hinn is there. Tie-up called, and it'll be Morrill Lion basketball with 2:28 to go in the third quarter. So Carly Hinn and Keely Campbell have done an outstanding job of not fouling in this third quarter. Both of them able to stay on the floor to this point, as there's a pass over the head and out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover back to the Mustangs. Sassy takes the inbounds onto the wing for Schultz. Goes high post for Keely Campbell. She'll drive to the baseline. Now she's hung up, turns around and fires and makes it. Keely Campbell really didn't have anything else to do with that ball. And now I was writing on the score sheet, didn't see what happened. Either way, it's a turnover back to the Mustangs. 2:07 left to go third quarter, 32nd timeout. Say that again. Number 5 hit it out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by the Morrill Lions, is what Jacob says. I'm sure those of you at home saw that as well. Family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. They offer all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. Look down for just a second to mark the score sheet, and something happens. I got to rely on Jacob to keep me straightened out. We're ready for basketball action again. 2:07 left to go third quarter. Mustangs lead it by 12, 37-29. Clint Anderson along with broadcast engineer Jacob Grover and cameraman extraordinaire and three-point shooter extraordinaire Jesse Moss. Inside, Keely Campbell shot off the back iron, rebounded by Hinn. Perez can't get that shot to go. She's missed a couple of those this evening, and that's not normal for Josie Perez. Here's Harvey back the other way, threads the needle, shot up, that's no good, and a blocking foul called against the Mustangs. Harvey will get some free throws. That foul is called on Callie Schultz. That's her second. Jessica Harvey back at the free throw line. She's 3 for 6 so far on the afternoon. First one is good. And one more on the way for the 5'9" junior. She's got 16 points now. She averages 20 per game. 10-point game with 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Perez works off the pick. Carly Hinn has it at the top of the key. Now she'll work to the right side and into the corner for Perez. Perez flips it down low for Carly Hinn. Turnaround jumper partially blocked but fouled. 2 shots for Carly. That foul is on Caitlin Margheim. That is her second. So Morrill doing a great job of spreading their fouls around. 5 players with 2 fouls, as that first one by Carly is no good. 5 players with 2 fouls and 1 with 3. Carly's second one, the bank is open for Carly. Knocks that one home. Stretches the lead back to 11. Harvey over the top to Steiner. High post for Margheim. That one's tipped away by Perez. Ashton Sassy comes out of there with it. 3-on-3. Sassy pull-up jumper from the free throw line. That won't go, but there's Rianne Ferguson for the rebound. Ferguson trapped and timeout called. Ferguson had just got rid of that basketball. Coach Holbert trying to maximize every possession, and so he calls the timeout. Gives us a chance to tell you about more of our fine sponsors. Whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the Panhandle, give Barb Scher a call at 282-1516 and she'll take great care of you. You can also browse her current listings on her website. You can find that at scherrealestate.com. That's SCHAER realestate.com. And Sides and Milburn Ford in Rushville wishes good luck to the Gordon-Rushville boys and girls basketball teams as they head towards sub-district play. Sides in Milburn has 4 new 2015 model vehicles in stock, and it is time to move them out. Call Chris Heiser today for all the rebates and financing information, and there is some fabulous financing available through Ford Motor Company. Check it out at sidesandmilburnford.com, or you can stop in and see them in person, or give them a call at 327-2472. Sides and Milburn Ford, a great supporter of Mustang Athletics. They've sponsored this second half of the season, a half-court contest, helping student groups raise money. A chance to win $500. Nobody was able to convert on any of those half-court shots this season. But a great way for Gordon-Rushville school groups to raise some extra money. Sassy misses the three-point shot from the corner, misses everything. And the rebound cleared by Sherrod for Morrill. 42 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Harvey works across the right side, kicks it all the way back up to Taryn. Into the corner for Steiner. Her three-pointer is off the mark, rebounded by Hinn. 33 seconds ahead quickly to Josie Perez. Josie cut off, kicks it back out. Carly Hinn up top. Keely Campbell, she'll put it on the floor and throws up the shot. That won't go, but it's rebounded by Perez. Josie puts the shot up and knocks it down. Perez with 7 points in the second half. He gives her 14 overall for the game. 8 seconds left. Long three-pointer by Harvey. That's no good, but the rebound by Taryn goes in. The rebound and the putback by Stephanie Taryn narrows the lead to 11 at the end of the third quarter. It's Gordon-Rushville 42 and Morrill 31.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. The gold standard has been raised. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
little long on the commercial that time as we're taking care of some housekeeping duties. We forgot to get the Twitter feed up and running at the half. We'll certainly remedy that here shortly as we got a tweet from Ty Bourne. We appreciate that. Any of the rest of you out there watching online, we'd sure love to hear from you. If you're a Twitter user, fire off a tweet that includes the handle @SC Journal Star, and we will remember to get those up and running for you at the next opportunity. We start the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead it 42-31. Mustangs with the basketball. They go over the top. Keely Campbell catches, shoots, can't get it to fall, and here's Harvey with the rebound. Jessica Harvey crosses the timeline, and they go back to work. Steiner kicks it out for Taryn. Foot on the line. That one's no good. Rebounded by Ashton Sassy. The Mustangs have done a much better job from the third quarter on of getting onto the glass and gathering up some rebounds. Carly Hinn out on the wing. Now she'll put it on the floor. Picks up her dribble and back to Sassy. Nearly lost it. Harvey goes sprawling as she went for the steal. They go down low for Perez. One dribble into the lane. Shot up. Good. Count the basket. And a free throw coming for Josie Perez. That is on Stephanie Taryn. That is her third. Lily Martin comes in. Taryn comes out along with Bailey Steiner as Margheim back into the game as well. So Josie, one free throw on the way, and it is good. 45-31, 7:05 to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs trying to close this one out in their final tune-up before sub-district play. Martin catches and tosses that out to Margheim. Her three-pointer won't go. Rebound cleared by Keely Campbell. She gets it out to Ashton Sassy, and Ashton will bring it up the floor. Ashton hits the deck. She got tangled up. The Mustangs maintain possession. Now here's Perez on the wing. Curls into the lane. That one's for Carly Hinn, a little bit too high and off her fingertips and out of bounds. 6 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the game. 14-point Mustang lead. And that one's taken away by the Mustangs. Good defense that time. Out to Carly Hinn behind the defense. Carly can't get the shot to fall, though. Good defense. Jessica Harvey got back there and made it a difficult shot. And Carly couldn't convert. That's off the foot of Leanne Sherrod and into the hands of Josie Perez. Dribbles into the offensive zone, leaves it for Hinn. Now they'll swing it around to Sassy at the top of the key. Now she'll pull it back out, direct a little bit of traffic. And the Mustangs start the offense. Sassy hands it off to Hinn. Hinn up top for Perez. Perez with the left hand drives to the baseline, kicks it out for Sassy. In the corner now, she'll dribble up to the top of the key and hand it off into the lane for Josie Perez. Perez somehow able to maintain possession of that basketball. Mustangs being very, very patient now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Hinn drives to the baseline, leaves it inside for Keely Campbell, and that's taken away by Lackey. The Mustangs didn't get a good look at the basket that time, but they did work a lot of time off of the clock. That clock starting to become a factor. Margheim drives all the way in, and then she's fouled by Kenna Campbell. Kenna picks up her third, and Margheim will head to the line for the first time this evening. Margheim lines up the first, and it is good. So Carly Hinn will get a breather as Rianne Ferguson comes in to take her place. That one's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Ferguson. So Josie Perez works against Lackey. They go inside to Kenna Campbell. Her shot is no good, and then the rebound pulled down by Ferguson, but she will be called for the travel. She hit the deck on the rebound, and they'll give it back to the Morrill Lions. So Harvey all the way in, shot up and short off the front of the basket. Keely Campbell with the rebound, and a reach in going to be called. They're going to give that foul to Lily Martin, and that'll be her first. Now Peyton Gibson will check into the game in place of Jessica Harvey. Harvey gets a well-needed rest. 4:45 to go, fourth quarter. The Mustangs lead it now by 13, 45-32. Josie Perez will bring it up, cross over to the left side, and the Mustangs will look to kill some time and put this one in the bank. Perez drives to the baseline. She goes inside for Kenna Campbell, and that is blocked. Lily Martin with the block that time, and here comes Morrill. Out to Gibson. Gibson maintains possession, and then Josie Perez reached at just the wrong time. Josie picks up her first foul. Timeout called on the floor. Morrill calls the timeout, and it gives us a great chance to remind you that Hins Home Furnishings invites you to come in and see their completely remodeled store. New items are arriving daily, and they have a full line of appliances, sofas, recliners, mattresses, and a whole lot more. And if you don't see exactly what you're looking for on the showroom floor, they can order in whatever it is that you like. They also offer free local delivery, and they would like you to remember that every dollar you spend locally helps keep money in our community. That's Hins Home Furnishings in downtown Gordon. They will treat you right. Valentine's Day is tomorrow, fellas. And Essence in Gordon is here to bail you out. They've got a wide variety of flowers. They've got a $50 vased rose special. Get a dozen roses for just $50. They also have heart-shaped boxed chocolates, and they've also got helium balloons. Essence is just about 8 minutes from being closed this afternoon, but they will be open tomorrow from 9 to 1 for those last-minute gift ideas. Stop in and see Amber tomorrow morning from 9 to 1. She'll take care of you at Essence in downtown Gordon. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Steiner from the corner. That one won't go. The rebound and the putback, that's no good, and the rebound cleared by the Mustangs. The outside shooting just hasn't been there for Morrill this afternoon, as they've had a hard time. Now they go high post for Keely Campbell. Keely kicks it out for Carly Hinn. Looks inside for Perez. Perez triple teamed, and a reach-in foul. No, held ball going to be called. It'll be Morrill basketball, and Jessica Harvey, after the brief rest on the bench, will come back into the game to replace Gibson. And now some full court pressure applied by the Mustangs. Harvey dribbles through that easily all the way in, leaves it for Lackey, and then she's fouled by Rianne Ferguson. Rianne picks up her second. 3:37 to go, fourth quarter. Shaylin Lackey at the free throw line. She's 1 for 3 today. Lackey's first free throw off the back iron, and no good. Callie Schultz comes in to replace Rianne Ferguson. So one freshman replaces the other in the Mustang lineup. Second free throw finds its way in. And the Mustangs with the basketball, 3:35 to go, and a 12-point lead. Trying to put this one in the barn and get ready for sub-district play and the Chadron Cardinals on Tuesday night. Well, the Mustangs have played some outstanding basketball this season. The best game, most complete game of the season had to be against the Hemingford Bobcats in the semifinals of the Western Trails Conference Tournament. As that ball is tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with the Mustangs. They defeated the Hemingford Bobcats, the top-seeded Hemingford Bobcats, 85-70 in a terrific offensive game, as there's a three-pointer from Josie Perez. That'll stretch the lead to 15, under 3 minutes to go now in the fourth. Well, the Mustangs can play with anybody when things are going right for them. But the Chadron Cardinals will be a challenge. There's Margheim with the jumper. Good for 2. But the Mustangs will have their work cut out for them against the Sheridan Cardinals. That's Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We hope you'll join us. We'll have all of that coverage right here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. Jessica Harvey's going to be called for the reach-in foul. That'll be her third. And now it'll be a 1-on-1 opportunity, as that's the 7th team foul for the Morrill Lions. Puts Josie Perez at the free throw line. Josie is 4 for 5, now 5 for 6. Good night for the line from Josie. And she makes them both. 2:30 to go. Harvey gathers that one in, and she'll head up the floor. Quickly splits the defenders, has it poked away from behind by Callie Schultz. Good defense that time by Callie. 2:20 to go. Perez with it. Now she'll pull it back out, and the Mustangs will look to run some clock. They got a 15-point lead into the corner for Ashton Sassy. Ashton drives in, jumper from the baseline. That one is blocked. Lackey pulls it out of there and gets it ahead to Harvey. Harvey brings it down the right side, switches hands, and a reach-in foul called on Callie Schultz. Callie's a tenacious defender, just a freshman. And a timeout called by the Morrill Lions. Well, let's take a break with them. Under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs lead it 50-35.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. The gold standard has been raised. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
So a little bit of a public service announcement to pass along to you. The Gordon Memorial Hospital is raising money to get a new CT scanner in, trying to replace the old 2-slice scanner with a 64-slice scanner. It's going to require a tremendous amount of fundraising, and Open Range Beef has donated a whole chunk of premium beef to use for that fundraising effort. Those order forms are available all around town. Make sure you stop in today and order your beef, and that is at a tremendous price. It's a great discounted price, and this isn't just some old cow beef, folks. This is the real deal. This is top quality beef. Stop in, support a great cause, and support the Gordon Memorial Hospital. As there is a pass, that was a thing of beauty. Catch a replay on that. As Carly Hinn inbounded that ball to Josie Perez. Looked just like a quarterback throwing it downfield to the wide receiver. Josie caught that thing perfectly in stride, laid it up for two, gets the foul, and she's got a free throw coming. Lackey will head to the bench with 1:50 to go in the game. Josie Perez with one free throw to try and complete the three-point play. Shot is in and out, no good. Carly Hinn, though, there for the rebound. Her putback won't go. She'll try it again, and that time she gets it in. Carly having a good day, and the Mustangs now up 54-35. This one getting away from Morrill in a hurry. 1:37 to go in the fourth quarter. And there's a tip ball, but recovered by the Morrill Lions. Back across to Jessica Harvey. Thought about that long three-pointer. Instead, she'll drive in, draw the foul. Carly Hinn will finally pick up her fourth foul. Carly and Keely Campbell did an outstanding job in the second half, staying in the game, and that really has been the difference and allowed the Mustangs to play their game and pull away from the Lions. Jessica Harvey's first free throw is no good. Now Lily Martin comes in, and Caitlin Margheim, or excuse me, that's Bailey Steiner who heads to the bench. Carly Hinn will also make her exit from the ball game, as Rhiann Ferguson back in there. Margheim, or excuse me, that's Harvey. Harvey with her second shot. She makes that one. And now she'll head to the bench. And that'll be the end of the game for Jessica Harvey as they turn this over to the reserves for the most part. Now they go down the floor for Callie Schultz to the baseline cutoff. Now she'll dribble it back out. Josie Perez, cross court, Ashton Sassy wanted that three-pointer, didn't take it. Ashton Sassy, excuse me. Man, I'm getting all kinds of confused. Here's Ashton from the corner. That one won't go. Schultz with the rebound, though, with 1:02 to go. Back to Ashton. Inside for Keely Campbell at the high post. Keely tried to get it to Perez, cutting in behind her, and it's taken away by the Morrill Lions. This is Jada West, who's knocked to the floor by Keely Campbell, who picks up her 4th foul. And that'll put Jada West at the free throw line for 2 attempts. 51 seconds left to go in this one. First free throw is nothing but net for Ms. West. Now the Mustangs will pull the starters. This will be Ashton Sassy, Josie Perez, and Keely Campbell. Sassy and Campbell, of course, the 2 seniors, finishing up their regular seasons here this afternoon as they come off the floor for the final time. Delenn Rodriguez, Cheyenne DeVille, and India Ritgarn into the game. Now for the Mustangs, this is Rodriguez across the timeline and back out to Callie Schultz between the circles. 40 seconds left to go. Schultz guarded closely, nearly taken away, and now Callie is going to be fouled by Lily Martin. Lily will pick up her 2nd. Callie got herself hung up. Wasn't sure if she could touch that basketball after it was poked out of her hand and went across the timeline. And Callie will step up and she'll have a 1-on-1 opportunity. Callie yet to score this afternoon, and these are her first free throw attempts. 33 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Mustangs lead at 54-37. First one by Callie Schultz is off the front of the rim, no good. But there is DeVille for the rebound. Gets it to Schultz and back out between the circles with 27 to go. Schultz guarded by Martin to DeVille. DeVille facing some tough defensive pressure by West. And Jada West will pick up her 1st foul. 15 seconds left to go in this one. The Morrill Lions not content to just let this one finish out. They're going to play good, solid defense the whole way as Cheyenne DeVille misses that one, misses everything. And now Leanne Sherrod will come off the floor for the final time, the senior playing her last game here in Morrill, and a very emotional day for her, as we know. And the 2nd free throw is no good, and a jump ball called with 12.8 seconds left to go. We certainly wish the Morrill Lions good luck in their sub-district. They are the number 2 seed. That one's taken away by Callie Schultz. Nice takeaway that time. Gets it to India Ritgarn. India throws it up. She had a little more time than she realized, but she can't make the shot at the buzzer. Final score here, Gordon-Rushville 54 and Morrill 37. We'll step aside and total up the unofficial scoring totals and be back with you in just a minute.
The way we see it, if you're going to call something smart, it better help you get real work done. Help you grow food, feed, and energy independence. Help you get the most with the latest precision farming technology while doing the job right and on time. From combines to tractors to hay tools. Visit your New Holland dealer today to see equipment built New Holland smart.
Visit your authorized dealer today.
New Holland.
So the final score, the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs 54 and the Morrill Lions 37. Mustangs improve their record on the season to 14 wins and 7 losses. Morrill falls to 13 and 7. For the Mustangs, Josie Perez turned it on in the second half. She had just 7 points in the first half. She finished strong and finished just a couple points below her season average. finishing with 24 points. Let's get the Twitter feed up there and going if we can. Kenna Campbell scored all 12 of her points in the first half. She played very, very sparingly in the second half. And she finished with 12 points. Let's make sure we see if we have any other tweets out there. Take a quick look. Oh, it's still just Ty Bourne. Those of you Twitter followers or Twitter users who are our followers, help us out a little bit, and we'd sure love to hear where you're watching from. Let's get back to the scores. So Josie Perez with 24, Kenna Campbell with 12, Carly Hinn with 10, Ashton Sassy and Keely Campbell, the two seniors, both finished with 4 points apiece. For the Morrill Lions, Jessica Harvey finished with 17 to lead the way. Caitlin Margheim had 8. And then it was Stephanie Tarrin with 4, Jada West with 3, Shaylin Lackey and Leanne Sherrod each with 2 points apiece. We'll have a little bit of an extended break before the boys' game, as it is Parents' Night here in Morrill. And so it looks like we are going to introduce the, for sure, the boys' parents, and now looks like the girls' parents as well. So we're going to have Parents' Night here in Morrill. And so bear with us. We'll have a little bit of a longer intermission, a little bit of a longer break in between games, as we haven't started the 20-minute pregame clock and doesn't look like we're in danger of doing that anytime soon. So stick with us. It looks like I would guess maybe half an hour close to for the start of boys varsity action between the Morrill Lions and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. In the meantime, we'll step aside, take just a little bit of a break, rest the vocal cords a bit. We are glad to have all of you along with us this afternoon. Take a look. We haven't checked to see. Hey, we got a really nice following on here with us this afternoon. Always great to see a lot of folks following along with us today. So we will mute the sound and let you enjoy the Parents' Day festivities from the Morrill Lions. We'll zoom the camera out a little bit and let you take that in as we take a little bit of a break. Like I say, should be close to 30 minutes, maybe a little less than that, before the start of boys varsity action here on Sheridan County JournalStar.net. So Parents' Night underway here in Morrill as they introduce the parents of both the basketball teams, and we certainly appreciate the hospitality. Hospitality is great everywhere that we go and broadcast from. But Morrill did a great job this afternoon. We were just right on the edge of close to being late, but not quite. They only played 2 quarters of JV boys basketball, and so we had to be pretty efficient in our setup. But Morrill Lady Lions head coach Josh Guru, really a class act and extremely helpful. Took the time to help us get set up on the internet here and guided us where we needed to go, and we certainly appreciate that. And not sure if you were able to see during the game, but their huddle, of course, right down directly below us. And Coach Guru, like I said, you can't say it enough, really a class act. He works with those girls extremely well. You can tell that they really like him and that they enjoy playing for him, and they've had a great season. And so just a huge thanks to the Morrill Lions, the Morrill Public Schools, for all of their help today and getting us up, set, and ready to go. And certainly a special thanks to Coach Guru for helping us out here this afternoon. So Parents' Day is concluding here. Just a few more words from Coach Guru, but very, very close to starting the 20-minute pregame warm-up clock for the boys' game. And so stick with us just a few minutes, and we'll be back with pregame starting lineups and all of those niceties in just a few minutes here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. Oh, again, before we mute that, make sure that if you are a Twitter user, we don't have a lot of you online here this afternoon, but fire us off a tweet and let us know who you're watching with, where you're watching from, and your words of wisdom for the Mustangs here this afternoon. Include the Twitter handle at SC Journal Star, and our server will pick that up on its search and include your tweet. So 20 minutes on the pregame clock, and we are on the countdown for the start of boys varsity action between the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs and the Bridgeport Bulldogs. The Gordon-Rushville with another huge win last night as they knocked off the Bridgeport Bulldogs for the second time in less than a week. They entertained Bridgeport in Gordon last night, and if you weren't there to see it, you missed an outstanding game. We apologize for not being able to bring that basketball game to you. But the Mustangs, with another quality win, peaking at exactly the right time, heading towards sub-district play. They come into here on a 7-game winning streak this evening, ready to take on the Morrill Lions. here this afternoon. 19 minutes left before the opening tip of today's game between the Morrill Lions and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. We will step aside, and we'll be back with pregame statistics, lineups, and all of that other good stuff in just a few minutes. Fine. McMacken. He is a 6-foot senior. Number 30, Josh Harvey, a 5'10" senior. Number 32 is Jackson Carpenter, a 6-foot senior. And number 55, Isaiah Gomez. He is a 6'1" senior. Gordon-Rushville Mustangs coming in. Season record of 14 wins and 5 losses. Playing their best basketball of the season. They score 55 points a game. They rebound at a 23 boards per clip rate. And they shoot a blistering 44% from the field this season. Starters this afternoon. Number 3, Ryan Schwarting, a 5'8" senior. Making his final, no it isn't his final regular season start. They'll play another game next Friday in Valentine. Ryan Schwarting, at any rate, is a 5'8" senior, averaging 15 points a game. Number 4 is Dylan Schwarting, a 5'9" freshman. Dylan averaging 7 points a game. Number 22, Trace Bagan, is a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds. Number 23 is Rhett Conroy. He is a 6'3" senior, averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds. Got a problem. Let's see here. We got a little bit of technical difficulty going on. Gotta do a little bit of diagnostics here. Bear with us, folks. Bear with us, as I'm not really sure why. Check. Is that any better? Not really. All right. Well, we're going to have to do a little troubleshooting here, folks. Bear with us. We'll be back in just a minute here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. All right, I think we've got the problem diagnosed. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is, but we've got ourselves worked around it. Thanks very much to my mom, Linda Anderson, sitting at home watching and keeping us on the straight and narrow. She gave us the phone call, said, hey, something's not right. And so huge thanks there, but we are back on the air and ready to give this another try. So we'll try to figure out where it was that where I was, but we'll just start over. 8 minutes left to go in the pregame warm-ups. Morrill comes into today's game with a season record of 3 wins and 15 losses. Starters this afternoon for the Morrill Lions. Number 5, Ryan Aratani. He is a 5'7" senior. Number 20 is Ryan McMacken, a 6' senior. Number 30, Josh Harvey, a 5'10" senior. Number 32 is Jackson Carpenter. He is a 6' senior. And number 55, Isaiah Gomez, a 6'1" senior. For the Mustangs, season record 14 wins and 5 losses, playing their best basketball of the season. Starters tonight, number 3, Ryan Schwarting, the 5'8" senior, averaging 15 points a game. Number 4, Dylan Schwarting, a 5'9" freshman. He averages 7 points a game. Number 22, Trace Bagan, a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds per contest. Number 23, Rhett Conroy, a 6'3" senior, averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds. And number 24, Jared Nelson, the 6' sophomore, averaging 12 points and 3 rebounds per contest. Just under 7 minutes to go in the pregame warm-ups. And just a quick note, we received word that 4 Gordon-Rushville Mustang wrestlers have qualified for the state tournament. A district competition being held yesterday and today. Logan Belsky finished first, Quinn Child second, Hayden Hoos finished third, and Shane Child finished fourth. All 4 of those young men on their way to, I believe it's Omaha, where the state wrestling tournament is held at the Quest Center. And so 4 Gordon-Rushville wrestlers headed to Omaha for the state wrestling tournament. Logan Belsky, Quinn Child, Hayden Hoos, and Shane Child. Congratulations to all 4 of them and to all of the Gordon-Rushville Mustang wrestlers this season. 6 minutes left to go in the pregame. We'll step aside one last time. Be back for the introductions of the starting lineups here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. Have to worry. Well, we are just about ready for basketball action. Boys varsity basketball between the Morrill Lions and the Gordon-Rushville Mustangs. We've diagnosed the problem with our microphones from earlier, as Jacob and I had inadvertently switched, and so we got that straightened out, figured out, and we are ready to go. Under a minute now on the pregame clock. Just about ready to turn this over to the public address announcer for the introductions of the starting lineups. Gordon-Rushville Mustangs playing their best basketball of the season as they've twice defeated the Bridgeport Bulldogs in the last 6 days. A very, very good Bridgeport Bulldog team playing in class C2. It's just saying that we don't have a memory card in here is all. I think we're all right. When you push record, it should still work. Yeah, give it. Fun here in Morrill with their starting lineups. It is quite a production. They've got 4 big spotlights. They dim the lights, douse the lights completely, and run those spotlights. They have a lot of fun with it here, and creates a great atmosphere to get things underway. We are ready to go here from Morrill. 8 minutes on the clock. Starters on the floor for the Morrill Lions: Aratani, McMacken, Harvey, Carpenter, and Gomez. For the Mustangs: Schwarting, Bagan, Conroy, and Nelson. Mustangs control the tip, and away we go. Ryan Schwarting kicks it out to Nelson into the corner for Dylan Schwarting. That three-pointer won't go, but Trace Bagan with the offensive rebound. Right back to Jared Nelson down the lane. Wants to kick it outside, finds Ryan Schwarting. Three-pointer, that one's off the back iron, no good. And not quite saved out of bounds by Jared Nelson. And in case you missed it earlier, Mustangs qualified 4 wrestlers for the state tournament. Logan Belsky, Quinn Child, Hayden Hoos, and Shane Child. Congratulations to the 4 of those Gordon-Rushville Mustang wrestlers. Logan Belsky finished first, Quinn Child was second, Hayden Hoos finished third, and Shane Child finished fourth, each in their respective weight brackets. No score, 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Dylan Schwarting spots up for 3, lets it fly. That one's no good. Long rebound controlled by Ryan Aratani. He'll hand it off to McMacken. They go inside, turnaround jumper off glass and good. That's Jackson Carpenter. Puts the Morrill Lions out in front 2-0. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. They go down low for Rhett Conroy. And the senior puts it up and good, ties it up at 2. Now the Mustangs will put some full court pressure on, man-to-man. Aratani down the lane, hands it off. And that is Gomez with the easy lay-in for 2. Morrill back in front, 4-2. Mustangs like to run. Here's Nelson, kicks it out. Trace Bagan, three-pointer, good! Trace Bagan finds the range early on. And the Mustangs back in front, 5-4. Actually in front for the first time in this game. And now there's a double team, a trap, a takeaway. Here's Trace Bagan, left hand, up and good. Trace Bagan with 5 points, and the Mustangs with a 7-4 lead. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go. So this is McMacken, gets it across. Aratani nearly has it taken away. Aratani with the pull-up jumper, and he is going to be fouled, as Jared Nelson was tracking closely behind him, trying to get the steal, and commits the foul. So that'll put number 5, Ryan Aratani, at the free throw line. Aratani averaging 8 points a game, though not completely sure how accurate those figures are. So Jackson Carpenter comes out of the game, and in comes number, what was it? 23 into the game. That's Keaton Robb. The second free throw is no good. Under 6 to go in the first quarter. Pull-up jumper partially blocked by Bagan, but Nelson there for the rebound. And now quickly out ahead to Aratani, but he can't handle it. And it's taken away by Dylan Schwarting. Dylan Schwarting in, kicks it out into the corner for Ryan Schwarting. Baseline, leaves it for Conroy. Up strong, fouled. Free throws for young Mr. Conroy. Give that foul to Isaiah Gomez. That is his first. Rhett Conroy makes the first free throw and extends the Mustang lead to 8, or extends it to 3 at 8-5, excuse me. As any of you who follow us know, I'm not real great at math, and so he's got the second one, and now it's a 4-point lead. 5 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Down the lane, the little finger roll won't quite go by Josh Harvey, and the Mustangs on the run. Nelson crosses the timeline, switches hands, threads the defenders, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way from Ryan Schwarting. Good! Ryan Schwarting has been on fire this last week. Long three-pointer by Ryan Aratani. That won't go. Ryan Schwarting with the rebound. Across to Dylan Schwarting and back to Ryan. Into the corner for Trace Bagan, has trouble getting a handle on it. Aratani stepped on the sideline before he got a hold of that basketball. That'll stay with the Mustangs. Now Johnny Hessler comes into the game. Gomez out for Morrill. The Mustangs go back to work on offense. Under 5 to go in the first quarter. Dylan Schwarting on the wing, down into the corner for Jared Nelson. And that one's taken away. Aratani very active on the defense as he got his hand on that one and slapped it out of bounds. Over the top to Ryan Schwarting. Long three-pointer on the way. That one is good. Ryan Schwarting, a big part of the reason why these Mustangs have twice defeated the Bridgeport Bulldogs in the last 6 days. It's been his outside shooting that has really changed things, especially early on in the game. He's got 2 of them here tonight, and it extends the Mustang lead just like that to 10 at 15-5. Mustangs playing good, tight pressure defense. Now they get it down on the baseline. Up and under for Aratani. There's a nice job that time. Trims the lead to 8. Dylan Schwarting, cross court to Ryan Schwarting. Spots up for 3 again. And another one. He's got 9 points. He's 3 for 4 from long distance so far this afternoon. Mustangs trying to apply the pressure early. And there's another takeaway. Jared Nelson left hand layup good. Jared into the action here, and Mustangs out quickly to the 20-7 lead. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Had to take a few, that's better. Had to take care of a few housekeeping duties to get new batteries in the camera, as we've got a still shot photographer at work, hard at work here, and plastic thing. Trying to make sure we've got enough battery power to continue shooting here this afternoon. Back underway after the timeout. That one's out of bounds, thrown away, and Mustangs get another turnover. And making life difficult for the Morrill Lions in the early going. They lead it 20-7. Morgan Holbert, Sean Combs into the game now, along with Corby Campbell as well for the Mustangs. High post for Combs, turns, flips it to Holbert. Holbert, pull-up jumper. That one just rolls off, no good. Good to have Holbert and Campbell back into the game. Both of them missed extended time with injuries, as now Corby Campbell will be called for the reach-in foul. And that'll be his first. And now Andrew Avila, number 14, into the game. And Isaiah Gomez back in as well for the Morrill Lions. So there's a long three-pointer, no good. The rebound and the putback won't go, and then that rebound poked out of bounds as well. Trying to juggle a whole lot of things at once up here as we try to do the game. Now we're back in business. 3:22 to go. Morrill gets it into Aratani. Pull-up jumper. No, actually tried to pass it over the top. Saved back in by Campbell. And now Morgan Holbert back behind the defense. Shot up, no good, but he is fouled. And that'll be Andrew Avila picking up his first foul. And it puts Morgan Holbert at the free throw line. So Morgan with a dislocated kneecap. That happened in, well, it had to have been in December. And he missed an awful lot of time. First free throw is good. And sure glad to have him back in the lineup. Corby Campbell with a right ring finger injury, but he's got a brace on that finger. It's good to have him back into the game. Second free throw no good, rebounded by Gomez. So this is Avila. Now he's picked up his dribble. Into the corner, Josh Harvey in the paint. That one won't go, rebounded by Campbell. Quickly ahead to Morgan Holbert. Holbert high off the glass and good. Morgan's got 3 points. Through 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And that shot won't go. Harvey's put back won't either, but he is fouled. Fouls on Morgan Holbert, that's his first. So as we try to get a handle on all of these Morrill players, Morrill doing an awful lot of substituting here and trying to get a handle, trying to get our mind around who everybody is in the game. Josh Harvey gets the first one to fall, and he's got one more free throw coming, makes the lead 23-8. 2 minutes, 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Harvey's second free throw off the back iron and no good, rebounded by Jared Nelson. Nelson will slow the pace down just a bit, and the Mustangs go to work against this man-to-man defense of the Morrill Lions. Nelson across to Campbell, and now here's Sean Combs out on the wing. Ryan Schwarting spots up for three, rattles in and out, no good. Sean Combs battles for the rebound, hits the deck, but it'll be out of bounds off of Sean, and it'll be Morrill Lion basketball. Now into the game is Jackson Carpenter, number 32, as Josh Harvey comes to the bench. So Ryan McMacken, number 20, will bring the ball up the floor. McMacken picks up his dribble cross court for Avila, and that's too high and out of bounds. And now number 21, DeMarco Ayala, comes into the game. He'll take the place of McMacken. So all kinds of mix and match action going on for the Morrill Lions as we try to keep track of everybody here. So Campbell to Combs, swinging around to Holbert. Drops it for a second, but gets it back. Ryan Schwarting spots up for three. Look out, that one's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Aratani, and then Schwarting's going to be whistled for his first foul on the reach-in. Trace Bagan and Dylan Schwarting in. Morgan Holbert and Jared Nelson will head to the bench. 23-8, 1 minute, 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. As we said earlier, it's been a struggle for this Morrill Lions team this season. They come in at 3-15. Class D1 school. The Mustangs, of course, Class C1. And now we've got a foul on Sean Combs as he was trying to deny the entry pass. Sean picks up his first. 5th team foul on the Mustangs. So this will be Gomez trying to inbound it, and he'll get it into Avila. And they thread the needle down low, and then a pass right into the teeth of DeMarco Ayala. The shot is no good. Into the corner for the Mustangs. Dylan Schwarting sets up for 3, in and out, no good. Gomez with the rebound. Carpenter gets it ahead to Aratani. Drives in, leaves it for Gomez, has it poked away. Aratani picks it back up. Here's Ayala to Avila, and that one's taken away by Corby Campbell. Ryan Schwarting down the lane, shovels it for Dylan Schwarting, but he can't quite finish. Combs kicks it outside. Ryan Schwarting, little scoop up and under. Catch a replay on that. That was a nifty little play for Ryan Schwarting, a little closer than what he's used to shooting it. Usually he's out there at about 19 or 20 feet. 25-8, 40 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Trying to get Ayala trapped, and they end up with the takeaway. Quickly ahead to Ryan Schwarting. Schwarting gathers it in, and it is blocked, but recovered by Dylan Schwarting. Trace Bagan for the long three-pointer. That one is short, and recovered by Carpenter on the rebound. Now here's Ayala. Ayala finally gets it ahead. Now across to Aratani. Aratani trying to get some work, or trying to direct some traffic. They go down low for Gomez. His shot is up and good. Under 2 to go. Half-court shot at the buzzer. That one's very close, but off the back iron. And the Mustangs lead it after one, 25-10.
New Holland is the undisputed leader in hay tools. We give farmers a wide range of innovative equipment that increases efficiency and productivity all year round. Because to us, smart means providing a smooth, clean cut with faster dry down, plug-free conditioning, and superior bale density. And smart means leaving less hay on the field to feed more livestock in less time. The gold standard has been raised. Visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Just about ready for the start of the second quarter, and in case you missed it earlier, the Lady Mustangs took down the Morrill Lions this afternoon, 54-37, raises the Mustangs record to 14-7 as they head into sub-district play Tuesday night at 6 o'clock as they face the Chadron Cardinals in Alliance. Not many sub-districts in the state where you go 14-7 and end up as the 4 seed, but that's how it is. It is an extremely tough sub-district that these Mustangs are in. 4 quality teams: Chadron, Mitchell, Kimball, and Gordon-Rushville. And the Mustangs draw the unenviable task of facing the 17-3 Chadron Cardinals in the first round. Just underway in the second quarter. Morrill on the attack. Up top for McMacken. McMacken on the dribble. Now he'll move back to his left. They go inside. That shot partially blocked. And a battle for the rebound, but they're going to say that Jackson Carpenter stepped on the sideline, and they'll turn it over to the Mustangs. Jared Nelson will trigger the offense. Mustangs with the 15-point lead. It's 25-10. And Dylan Schwarting will pull it back. Finds Nelson on the wing. Now Combs, and around to Dylan Schwarting. Across to Nelson, top of the key, looks inside for Conroy. His shot partially blocked and then tipped out of bounds by Josh Harvey. So Rhett's had some looks inside, but as we saw in the girls' game, these refs really let them play. They don't call a whole lot of fouls. They let these kids go at it, and so you have to be ready for that inside. Three-pointer on the way from Jared Nelson. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Jared Nelson. He's got 5 points, and it's a 28-10 lead with 6:55 left to go in the second quarter. They try to get that inside, and it's taken away by Rhett Conroy. Quickly ahead to Trace Began. 2-on-1. Trace pull-up jumper. That won't go, but Trace is fouled, and it'll mean free throws. The foul is on number 20. That's Ryan McMacken, and that is his first. Trace Began, 5 points in the game, his first 2 free throws of the afternoon. The first one is good. Extends the Mustang lead to 29-10. And now we've got, I think we must have blood on the floor. We must have, I think one of the Morrill Lions apparently is bleeding, and so they clear the floor, and they'll have to clean it all up. And of course, they are very touchy about these types of things anymore, and so they'll clean that up completely before they allow play to resume. I got one of the managers out there. 6:44 to go in the second quarter. Mustangs lead at 29-10. And they found another spot over here next to the Morrill bench. They got a Band-Aid on the elbow of Ryan McMacken. Problem solved, and now Trace Began will get to attempt his second free throw. Biosecurity, as they say. Second free throw is good. Trace Began not flustered in the least, and it's a 20-point Mustang lead. Into the corner for Aratani. Swings around, kicks it out for Harvey, and back to Aratani. Mustangs playing a 1-3-1 zone now. Into the corner for McMacken. Off of the point, he'll take that three-pointer and no good. Sean Combs has it slapped out of his hand, but he'll get it across, and the Mustangs will set it up. Onto the wing for Began, and now out between the circles for Nelson with 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go before the half. Nelson works against McMacken all the way down the lane. Shot a little bit too strong that time with the left hand. And Morrill down the floor. 6 minutes to go. Long three-pointer by Aratani. That one is good. Ryan Aratani with the three. Makes it 30-13. Jared Nelson all the way down the lane. That one's off somebody's foot. I'll say one of the Mustangs. Gomez and Keaton Robb back into the game. Johnny Hessler, who was in the game, leaves along with Jackson Carpenter. This is certainly a challenge as Morrill playing 10, they go 10 or 11 deep. Everybody's been in the game. They got 11 players suited up. Every one of them has been on the floor as we try to decipher who's who. McMacken gets it ahead to Aratani. He brings it to the top of the key. Now wants to go inside, nearly traveled with it. Now here's Josh Harvey, turnaround jumper in the lane, and that one partially blocked maybe. Mustangs come out of there with it. Quickly ahead to Ryan Schwarting, and he traveled with it. Ryan got caught in that no man's land between taking the jumper and driving to the hoop, and he ended up traveling. Now Brady Bolender into the game for the Mustangs. McMacken crosses the timeline. Cross to Aratani on the wing. Now up to Robb and on to the wing. That shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Ryan Schwarting. Ahead to Brady Bolender, just a little bit too far under. 2 quick follows, and then Corby Campbell count the basket and the foul. So Corby with the basket, the chance for the three-point play. That foul is number 2 on Gomez. Now McMacken comes out of the game. They're going to have to do a little bit more work on that elbow. So Corby Campbell, 1 free throw. And that one's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Josh Harvey. And now here's Ayala bringing it across. They go inside for Gomez. And that's an easy shot for Gomez as the Mustang defense hadn't got back. He lays that one up and good for 2 more. Bolender on the wing, looks inside for Nelson. That's tipped away. Officials trying to decide which way it goes, and they're going to say that it's Morrill basketball. 4:45 to go in the second quarter. Here's Ayala working against Nelson. Mustangs in the 1-3-1. Aratani long three. That one's well short, but the rebound and the putback by Keaton Robb, a 5'10" freshman. 30-second timeout called by the Mustangs. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The First National Bank of Gordon proudly celebrates over 125 years of locally made decisions and supporting our community. Stop in and see the good people at the First National Bank in Gordon. And family owned since 1932, Strong Insurance is your independent insurance company. And they offer all forms of insurance. Stop in today at 224 North Main Street in Gordon. And whether you are needing to melt some ice or go fishing on it, True Value of Gordon can get you set up. Stop in and see Buck and his crew at 217 North Main Street in Gordon. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Mustangs lead this one 32-17. Ryan Schwarting onto the wing for Jared Nelson. Nelson works against Harvey. Now they'll swing it around. Ryan Schwarting into the lane, kicks it back out to Bolender and back to Nelson. Good quick ball movement by the Mustangs. Bolender for 3. That one's no good. And the rebound ripped out of the hands of Corby Campbell. Now a mad scramble on the floor for it. Harvey with the pull-up jumper, and that is good. Ryan Schwarting switches hands to Jared Nelson down in the lane. Campbell has that one blocked as he went up for the shot, but now he'll get it back across to Nelson. Ryan Schwarting cutting to the hoop. Corby Campbell takes the nifty pass, but he can't quite get it to go, but Trace Bagan is there with the follow and the score. Trace Bagan with 9 points in this first half. 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Harvey, they'll go up top for Aratani, and he'll work to his right. Down low for Gomez, wasn't quite ready for that pass. They'll shoot it inside, that's picked up 2-on-1. Ryan Schwarting flips it to Jared Nelson, got Aratani up in the air, and a good move that time by Jared Nelson not to try and go up for the shot because he could have really dumped Aratani on his head and hurt him. And so smart move that time by Jared Nelson not to try and get somebody hurt. And they're going to say that wasn't on the shot. So out of bounds play for the Mustangs. They'll get it into Brady Bolender. Up top for Nelson. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Ryan Schwarting inside for Bagan. To Nelson. Free throw line jumper. That one's no good, and a foul going to be called against Corby Campbell. Battling for that rebound. That'll be the second on Corby. So Keaton Robb, DeMarco Ayala, Ryan Aratani, Jackson Carpenter, and Isaiah Gomez on the floor for the Morrill Tigers. They go over the top for Gomez, but the Mustangs are all over that. Two of them there, Bagan and Nelson, to tip it away and out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Lions. McMacken back in after he's got that arm, that right elbow wrapped up. Got a Band-Aid covered with some pre-wrap and athletic tape on top of that, so should be good to go. 2:40 to go. Aratani drives to the baseline, and a blocking foul will be called against Jared Nelson, and that is his second. And that'll be a 1-on-1 opportunity, as now Andrew Avila comes into the ball game now for Morrill. So Aratani with a 1-on-1 opportunity. He's got 6 points on the game. He's 1 for 2 from the line. That one no good, and rebounded by Rhett Conroy. So Ryan Schwarting crosses the timeline and sets it up. On the wing for Bagan. Sean Combs swings it around to Ryan Schwarting. And now back to Bagan. Over to the right wing. Top of the key for Dylan Schwarting. And now to Ryan. Ryan into the lane, jump stop, but they're going to say he traveled. And they'll give it back to Morrill with 2:13 to go in the first half. The Mustangs, as we said earlier, they come into today's game on a 7-game win streak. They'll play tonight against Morrill as there's a steal by Trace Bagan, and then he throws it away. That one's tracked down by McMacken and back to Aratani. Long three-pointer by Aratani, but Gomez is there for the offensive rebound. Shuffles it over to McMacken, and he cleans it up for two. 1:45 to go. But as we say, the Mustangs should be the top seed in the sub-district on a 7-game win streak. They play here tonight, and then they'll play a 3-win Valentine team next Friday in their final regular season matchup. Good look inside for Rhett Conroy. And that's an easy 2 for Rhett. Pushes the lead back to 15 with 1:20 to go in the second quarter. That one's nearly taken away by the Mustangs. Still all over Aratani, but they get it back. Inside for Gomez. His shot is short. Able to flip that out, and then I think a foul is going to be called on Sean Combs. Trying to get to that rebound. Sean, the 6'1" junior, he's got a lot of playing time so far this season as Morgan Holbert comes in to take the place of Dylan Schwarting. Now I'm getting everybody's names confused. We're mixing up first names and last names. 1:06 to go in the second quarter. Gomez at the free throw line, and he makes the first. He's got 7 points. One more for Isaiah Gomez. That one's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Conroy. Well, Morgan Holbert brings it up the floor. He'll drive in, leaves it out for Conroy and around to Bagan. Over the top for Ryan Schwarting. Holbert tried to go inside, has it poked back out. Long three-pointer by Ryan Schwarting. That one misses. Conroy with the rebound, but Aratani is right there to take that pass away. Aratani can't convert. Trace Bagan with the foul. That'll be his first. So Aratani with the free throw, that's no good, but he's got one more. Gomez out, and back in comes Keaton Robb. Aratani makes that one, 36-23. Quickly ahead to Bagan. Bagan pull-up jumper, that one rolls off no good. Conroy with the rebound, the putback, count the basket, and the foul. That foul's on Josh Harvey, and that is his first. 33 seconds left to go in this first half. Rhett Conroy with 8 points. He averages 3 a game. And there's a good rebound by Sean Combs. Gets the rebound and draws the foul. And that'll put the Mustangs into the 1-1. Give that foul to Andrew Avila. That is his second. And Sean Combs with the 1-1 opportunity. Sean yet to score in the game. First free throw is off the back iron and no good. That one's tipped and taken away by Aratani. Pull-up jumper is no good. Tipped out by Combs. Bagan tracks it down. Nice pass that time by Holbert. An off-balance shot by Combs. And now quickly back the other way. Josh Harvey up and good. And nearly a takeaway, but the Mustangs will get it back as time runs out. At the half, the Mustangs lead it 38-25. Stick around. We'll be back with unofficial scoring totals at the half. As we head to the halftime break, it's the Mustangs 38 and the Lions 25.
The way we see it, if you're going to call something smart, it better help you get real work done. Help you grow food, feed, and energy independence. Help you get the most with the latest precision farming technology while doing the job right and on time. From combines to tractors to hay tools, visit your New Holland dealer today to see equipment built New Holland smart.
Visit your authorized dealer today.
New Holland.
At the half, the Mustangs lead it 38-25. Let's take a look at some scoring totals, unofficially, of course. Ryan Schwarting leads the way. He's got 11 points. Most of those came in the first quarter. Trace Bagan with 9, Rhett Conroy with 8, Jared Nelson with 5, Morgan Holbert with 3, and Corby Campbell with 2. For the Morrill Lions, Ryan Aratani and Isaiah Gomez each with 7 points. Then it's Josh Harvey with 5. And then Ryan McMacken, Keaton Robb, and Jackson Carpenter each with 2 points apiece. Nobody really in foul trouble at all. The Mustangs, Sean Combs and Corby Campbell each with 2 fouls, as does Jared Nelson. Morgan Holbert, Ryan Schwarting, and Trace Bagan each with 1. For the Morrill Lions, Andrew Avila with 2, Isaiah Gomez with 2, Josh Harvey, Ryan McMacken, and Ryan Aratani each with 1 apiece. 8 minutes left to go in the halftime break. We will step aside here for just a few minutes and be back with the second half in about 8 minutes here on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. We are just about ready for the start of the second half. Still just over a minute left on the halftime clock. Let's make sure we say congratulations to the Gordon-Rushville wrestlers who are state-bound. Logan Belsky finished first in his weight class. Quinn Child was second. Hayden Hughes third, and Shane Child finished fourth. I don't know exactly what weight classes those are in, but those 4 Gordon-Rushville wrestlers headed to Omaha to the Quest Center and the Big Time and the state wrestling tournament. We are underway. Jesse Moss back on board, right on cue, and the Mustangs go to work. Dylan Schwarting, top of the key, three-pointer, good. That's a great way to start things off. Those are Dylan's first points of the ball game, and it stretches the Mustang lead to 41-25. Down low for Josh Harvey, he's fouled. That'll be Trace Bagan on the foul, and that is Trace's second. 7:35 to go, just underway in the second half. And Josh Harvey, 2 shots. The first one is good. And he lines up the second one. That one is short, but there's Gomez with the offensive rebound. McMacken looks inside for Harvey. Puts it up and in. And now the Mustangs with the misfire on the inbounds. And they'll turn it back over to Morrill with 7:23 to go in the third. Aratani to inbound it. And he'll find McMacken. High post for Harvey, and that one's taken away. Ahead to Trace Bagan. Trace able to track it down and catch up with it. They look quickly inside. Dylan Schwarting spotted up underneath the basket and puts in the easy 2. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. McMacken will draw the blocking foul on Dylan Schwarting, and that'll be his first foul. So we had talked about Morrill coach Josh Carew down there in the foreground, in front of the bench being the Morrill girls coach. He's also the Morrill boys coach. So double duty for Coach Josh Carew, and does it all with a smile. Enjoys what he's doing, as calls for a sub, and he'll send Keaton Robb into the game. He'll take the place of Jackson Carpenter. And now Ryan McMacken to inbound the basketball. Gets it in to Josh Harvey. Bank shot won't go. Quickly out ahead to Ryan Schwarting. Nicely placed pass. Schwarting lays it up and good. Aratani works against the man-to-man defense of the Mustangs. Long three-pointer for Aratani. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Rhett Conroy. Jared Nelson quickly ahead to Ryan Schwarting. Ryan, pull-up jumper, rattles that one home for his first points, or not his first points of the second half, excuse me. He's got 15 in the game. And a timeout called by Morrill. 32nd timeout. And we've said it a whole lot throughout the course of the season, but it certainly does bear repeating. We're on another long road trip down to Morrill again today, and a couple hours away from home, and it is the sponsors that make that possible. We can't do this without the support of our sponsors. The First National Bank of Gordon, Strong Insurance, Gordon True Value, Hins Home Furnishings, the Grocery Mart, Accountant Carol Child, Gardner Lautzenheiser and Ryan CPAs, Share Real Estate, Sides and Milburn Ford, Essence, and the Modern Farm Equipment Company. So you see those folks on the street, tell them thank you. Let them know that you watch these broadcasts and that you appreciate them sponsoring them, because we just can't do it without having some help. And there's a takeaway by the Mustangs, and then they'll give it right back as Trace Bagan steps on the sideline before he's able to save that ball back in. Long story short, send a thank you note, shoot an email, do whatever it is, but thank those sponsors. And we'd sure love to do this again next year. Under 6 to go in the third quarter, and there's a foul on Trace Bagan trying to get to that loose basketball. That'll be Trace's third. Corby Campbell will come in. Trace will head to the bench with that third foul. Now McMacken out and Ayala into the game. Ayala down into the corner and up to Harvey. Harvey tried to get it back to Ayala, but it's taken away by Nelson. Down the floor, lays it up, and good. Jared Nelson with 7 points. 5:35 to go. They look, that's kind of a wild shot that time. Ball loose on the floor, scramble for it. Gomez has it. Finally, a tie-up called. And the possession arrow goes to the Morrill Lions. 5:25 left to go in this third quarter. And so Rob gets it in. Harvey in the paint. Jumper, and he is fouled. 2 shots for Josh Harvey. That foul goes against Jared Nelson, and that is his third. Harvey's first one is off the front of the rim, no good. So Johnny Hessler into the game for Morrill. Hessler wearing number 24. Harvey lines up the second, and that one is good. 49-29, 5:17 to go in the third quarter. Schwarting to Conroy. Now they'll swing it back around to Schwarting, to Conroy, cutting down the lane, and he is fouled by Josh Harvey. And it'll be 2 shots for Rhett Conroy. Rhett 2 for 3 from the line today. 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. Free throw is good. Nine points on the night for Rhett Conroy. He lines up the second and knocks that one down as well. And double-digit game for Rhett Conroy. Averages 3, he's got 10. Here's McMacken. Goes down low for Harvey, and that is good. Josh Harvey got position on Corby Campbell and lays it in for 2. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Morrill bench and student section exhorting the Morrill Lions on to victory, or what they hope is a victory. That's a shot no good by Dylan Schwarting, but the Mustangs with the offensive rebound. They pull it back out and go back to work again. 1-4 low set this time. Schwarting works up top, and that one's taken away. Here's Aratani, lays it up, and good. Just barely squeaked that one over the front of the rim. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Ryan Schwarting will work against Ayala. Brady Bolander drives to the baseline, leaves it for Rhett Conroy. That shot won't go, and it's rebounded by Hessler. And then Ryan Schwarting with the shot, and he is fouled. Ryan Schwarting will get a pair of free throws. That foul goes against Johnny Hessler, and that is his first. 3:52 to go, third quarter. Ryan Schwarting's first free throw is no good. Gomez and Carpenter in for Morrill. Conroy comes out of the game, and Sean Combs in for the Mustangs. Schwarting lines up the second, and it is good. The Mustangs did a good job last night of making free throws down the stretch against the Bridgeport Bulldogs, closing that game out. And there's a pass out of bounds by Ayala. Ran into some Mustang pressure just as he crossed half court, and they get the turnover. 3:45 to go, third quarter. 52-33 is our score. Ryan Schwarting works against Ayala. Down the lane, shovels it for Combs, but it's taken away, and here's Ayala. Poked away from behind and gathered up by Dylan Schwarting. Ahead to Brady Bolender. Bolender leaves it outside for Ryan Schwarting. Curls into the paint. Can't get that one to go off the glass. Ryan gets his own rebound, and now a push going to be called against Gomez, I believe. He shakes his head, doesn't like the call. Isaiah Gomez just picked up his third foul. And now Avila comes in to take the place of Ayala. .3:16 to go, third quarter. Ryan Schwarting to Corby Campbell, can't get that one to go. A lot of contact, but that's how the refs have let them play it today. And they've played it, or called it consistently both ways. That shot by McMacken blocked out of bounds by Sean Combs. And now McMacken will get ready to inbound it. McMacken having trouble getting that one in, and taken away by Corby Campbell. Ahead to Bolender, down to the baseline, shovels it inside, but that one is quickly taken away. Here's Aratani coming the other way. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound by Avila, and then the big block by Sean Combs. Ryan Schwarting takes it the length of the floor, coast to coast, lays it up, and good. 7 points in the second half. He's got 18 for the game. Aratani, and a foul called on one of the Mustangs. That'll be on Brady Bolender. That's his first. Timeout called on the floor by the Morrill Lions. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The Mustangs lead at 54-33. 32nd timeout, and so gives us a chance to remind you that Valentine's Day is tomorrow, fellas. And so if you're one of those procrastinators, the place you need to head tomorrow morning is Essence. They will be open from 9 to 1 tomorrow morning, and they will be the difference between sleeping on the couch and getting a good night's sleep. Get your sweetheart something nice at Essence in downtown Gordon. And whether you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the Panhandle, give Barb Scher a call at 282-1516, and she will take good care of you. You can also browse her current listings on her website, scherrealestate.com, SCHAER realestate.com. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Mustangs lead at 54-33. Mustangs with 5 fouls in this second half, 3 fouls by the Morrill Lions, and now we've got something here. More problem on the floor. They're wanting the trainers to come out and clean this up, and now they've got it, I think, cleaned up. No, not quite cleaned up to their liking. He's still finding more spots. So where the Lions come over to step out onto the floor during those timeouts, they're leaving some perspiration on the floor, and now they've got it cleaned up and we're back to work. This is Harvey. Around to McMacken. Up top for Aratani. Pull-up jumper, a little floater, a wild shot, and the rebound ripped down by Sean Combs. He'll find Ryan Schwarting. Brady Bolender drives into the lane. That one's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. 2:11 to go in the third quarter. They get it into Campbell. Holbert swings it around to Bolender and then to Ryan Schwarting. Now back the other way. Bolender down low on the baseline, and a 3-second call on Sean Combs with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So Aratani works against the Mustang pressure. Mustangs in the man-to-man here. They try to go down low for Carpenter. It's off his hands and out of bounds. Mustang basketball. Now Hessler to check back in for Morrill. He'll take the place of Jackson Carpenter in the lineup. 1:47 left to go, third quarter. Ryan Schwarting sets the offense, finds Brady Bolender. Brady drives down, kicks it out for Sean Combs, but it's taken away. A nifty takeaway that time by Avila. And now McMacken down the lane. Blocking foul called against Morgan Holbert. That'll be his second. And McMacken will have free throws. McMacken with 2 points. This is his first trip to the line. That one's off the front of the rim and no good. 1:29 left to go in the quarter. Second free throw in and out, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. Ahead to Bolender. Saved back in, and then a mad scramble for it. This will be Harvey who comes away with it and then misses the easy layup. And Brady Bolender called for the foul, trying to get to the loose rebound. Second foul on Brady. And it'll be free throws as Mustangs with 7 team fouls. Puts Johnny Hessler at the free throw line for the first time tonight. 1:17 to go in the third quarter. That one misses everything, and it'll be Mustang basketball. So Ryan Schwarting brings it up the floor. He'll work against Aratani. Has it poked away, but gets it back. Schwarting hung up, goes into Brady Bolender, who was slashing down the lane. Foul called on the floor. That'll be on McMacken. That's his second. Hessler out and Robb back in for Morrill. 1:03 to go now. That one slapped out of bounds by Morrill. They'll get it back to the Mustangs with 1:02 to go in the third. And Corby Campbell, well, that's an easy layup off the inbounds pass. Nobody covering him. Aratani takes it the length of the floor and lays it up before the Mustangs can get back on defense. Now here's Morgan Holbert. Nearly has it taken away, does have it taken away. And Aratani, and that's a generous timeout called by the officials that time. Timeout called by Morrill. They'll give them, or we'll take it with them. Full timeout.
Putting burgers on the grill and cheese on burgers and smart decisions all along the way. We're committed, along with our dealers, to delivering the hay tools and all the other equipment you need to get the job done right. New Holland.
So under a minute to go in the third quarter. Coming out of the timeout called by the Morrill Lions. 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Mustangs lead it 56-35. Avila gets it into Aratani. Pull-up jumper in the lane, that's no good. And the rebound by Campbell, and then slapped out of bounds by McMacken. The Mustangs will have it with 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Ryan Schwarting down the lane, finds Sean Combs. Nice look, good dish, and Combs on the board for his first 2 points of the game. 17 seconds for Aratani to work. Over the top for Harvey, blocked again by Sean Combs, sends that one out of bounds with 10.9 seconds left. So Sean with a couple of blocks. He uses those long arms to his advantage. Aratani with the little floater for 3. That one is good. 5 seconds left. Ryan Schwarting, 2 seconds. Not going to get a shot off at the end of the quarter. And we head to the fourth. The Mustangs lead it by 20, 58-38.
Putting burgers on the grill and cheese on burgers doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of smart farmers making smart decisions all along the way. We're committed, along with our dealers, to delivering the hay tools and all the other equipment you need to get the job done right. New Holland.
So Clint Anderson, along with Jesse Moss and Jacob Grover, I'm glad to have you all with us here on a Saturday evening now, as it is. We head to the fourth quarter. The Mustangs in front, 58-38. 7 team fouls on the Mustangs in this second half, just 4 against the Morrill Lions. Mustangs have the basketball to start things off, and away we go in the final quarter. Conroy around to Dylan Schwarting. And we've got a foul called against Morrill. A hold called against Aratani. That's his second. So the Mustangs will have it out of bounds. Over the top to Schwarting. Ryan Schwarting, that is. And back to Nelson. Loses it. Picked up by Aratani, and his pass much too far for Keaton Robb, and out of bounds. They'll give it back to the Mustangs. 7:40 to go in the fourth quarter. So Jared Nelson drives into the paint, kicks it out for Dylan Schwarting. And now to Nelson. Across to Bagan. And Bagan hits the deck, and now a blocking foul called on Josh Harvey. That'll be Harvey's third. And now that is 6 team fouls on the Morrill Lions. So both teams will be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Conroy to Bagan and around to Ryan Schwarting. To Dylan Schwarting, 3-pointer from the top of the key. That one rolls off no good, but there is Rhett Conroy for the offensive rebound. Extends the possession for the Mustangs. Jared Nelson tries the 3. That one's off the back iron, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Tries to leave it inside for Rhett Conroy. He assumed Rhett was going to be cutting to the basket. Instead, it's right into the hands of Ryan Aratani. He hits the deck. Back the other way come the Mustangs. Ryan Schwarting up and good. So it is a rough and tumble game. Aratani hit the deck that time, wanted the call but didn't get it. 6.5 to go, fourth quarter. Down low for McMackin. His shot is up and good. He's got 4 points on the night. Nelson kicks it out for Dylan Schwarting. Now back to Nelson on the wing. Works against McMackin, out to Ryan Schwarting. Nobody close by. He'll take that 3, but it's off the back of the iron and no good. Rebound controlled by Aratani. He'll take the long 3. That one won't go. Rebound tipped around. Gomez had it for a second. He hits the deck along with Robb. Mustangs with numbers. Dylan Schwarting lays it in for 2 more. He's got 7 points, all of them in the second half. 62-40 with 5:51 left to go in the game. Mustangs on cruise control here. Takeaway by Nelson and the reach-in foul on Aratani, and that'll be his third. So fouls starting to mount for the Morrill Lions. Aratani, Harvey, and Gomez, each with 3 fouls apiece. Harvey will come out. Carpenter into the game. So Nelson heads to the free throw line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. He's got 7 points. This is his first free throw today, and that one's good. Earns a second shot at it. 5:44 to go, fourth quarter. 2 free throws and nothing but net on both of them for Jared Nelson. Aratani drives to the free throw line, tries to dish it off. They're going to say there's a reach-in foul on one of the Mustangs. And that's Ryan Schwarting who's whistled for the infraction. That's his second. And now Avila comes in. And Carpenter back out. The first free throw is good by Aratani. He's got 15 points in the game. Second free throw falls off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Trace Bagan, and then he loses it out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Morrill Lions. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Aratani takes the inbounds pass and back to McMacken. Hands it off to Aratani. Long three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good, but there's Robb for the rebound. Gomez wrestles that one away and can't convert. And Nelson gets it ahead to Ryan Schwarting. 5:10 to go. Ryan Schwarting on the dribble. Hands it off to Trace Bagan. On the wing for Nelson. He'll drive baseline. Pull-up jumper a little bit too hard. Pulled out of there by Robb, and Aratani will have his pocket picked by Ryan Schwarting. Ryan's got a player behind him. Dylan Schwarting can't get it to go, and now a push called on Dylan Schwarting. So Dylan Schwarting called for the push. Free throws at the other end of the floor. 4:49 to go. And McMacken to the free throw line. Gomez out. Harvey back in. A 1-and-1 opportunity for Ryan McMacken. Mustangs now with 9 fouls, and so Morrill will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. There's an offensive rebound by Josh Harvey, and the putback for 2 more. Into the corner for Dylan Schwarting, and that will be a blocking foul called on Keaton Robb. That's his first, and puts Dylan Schwarting at the line for the first time tonight. So both teams with fouls mounting. First one is good. Dylan lines up the second, lets it fly, and drops it in. Combs comes in. Ryan Schwarting will head to the bench. That'll be the end of the night for Ryan. Ryan finishes the game with 20 points, if my addition is correct. That shot no good. Rebounded by Sean Combs. Under 4.5 to go. Nelson up the floor. He'll try the three. That one is good. Jared Nelson for 3. He's got 12 points in the game. Aratani up the floor quickly. Little runner in the lane, and that one's good. 4:05 left in the fourth quarter. Shot by Campbell. They're going to say he traveled first. He'll give it back to Morrill with 3:57 to go. And a blocking foul called on Dylan Schwarting. That'll be his third. And 2 free throws now as the Mustangs in the double bonus. Or the Morrill Lions in the double bonus. Mustangs with 10 fouls. So Aratani with 2 now. 3:52 to go. First one is off the mark. Morgan Holbert in and Dylan Schwarting out. Maybe the end of the day as well for Dylan. Second free throw in and out, no good. Rebound tipped around and picked up by Bagan. Nelson down the floor. Now he'll peel it back out with 3:45 to go. Corby Campbell, good strong move, but he can't get it to fall. Battle for the rebound controlled by Morrill. McMacken quickly up the floor. Into the paint, shot up, that's no good. Rebounded by Combs. He'll hand it out to Nelson. To Morgan Holbert, into the paint for Combs and back out to Holbert. Long three-pointer by Morgan Holbert. That one is short. Mustangs with the offensive rebound. Nelson tries the three, and the rebound by McMacken, and the foul by Sean Combs. That'll be the third on Sean. Free throws at the other end. 3:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. So be sure to join us on Tuesday night. Girls in sub-district action as they take on the dreaded Shadron Cardinals. Ryan McMacken is 0 for 4 so far tonight from the free throw line. Trace Bagan heads to the bench. His day is over. Brady Bolender comes in to take his place. McMacken finally gets a free throw to fall. He's got 5 points on the night. 3 minutes left in this one. Jared Nelson with the dribble up top. Gets the pick and works to the left side, down to the baseline. Kicks it out for Holbert, three-pointer. That one rolls off no good. Battle for the rebound. Tie-up called, Morrill basketball. 2:45 to go. Aratani crosses the timeline, kicks it out for McMacken. Aratani in the corner. Josh Harvey just into the paint. That one won't go, and rebounded by Sean Combs. Get it to Morgan Holbert with under 2.5 to go. Ahead to Nelson. Cross to Holbert, 2:20 to go. Holbert drives into the lane, leaves it for Campbell. Strong move, up, good. Count the basket, and one. Corby Campbell with a chance at the three-point play. Give that foul to Josh Harvey, and that'll be his fourth. So now we'll have a substitution. This will be Dylan Schneider, number 34, coming in for Harvey for the first time in the game, as Harvey got contact, had a bloody lip, it looks like, as he heads to the locker room. Shot by Campbell is no good. Collision on the rebound. It's controlled by Morrill, and then a foul. And a referee with some words for Sean Combs. The foul is on Corby Campbell. That's his third. And so it'll put Keaton Robb at the free throw line. He'll have 2 shots. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go, fourth quarter. Robb makes the first. Makes it 71-47. As Nelson and Campbell head to the bench. And their day is over. 71-47 is the score. And he makes them both, 71-48. Now we've got a foul on Johnny Hessler. And so we'll go shoot free throws at the other end. And this fourth quarter starting to really stretch out as both teams now in the 2-shot bonus. And Sean Combs to the free throw line. First one is good for Sean. That's 3 points for him. 2:10 to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs 72-48, and Sean makes them both. Ayala now at the point for Morrill. Throws it over the top and taken away by Sean Combs. Sean with room to run down the floor, up and good. And now the Mustangs are going to apply some full court pressure, full court man-to-man pressure. Contact that time, no call. Shot by Schneider, no good, tipped out of bounds by Morrill, and it'll be Mustang basketball with 1:39 left to go. So not much drama in this one, and that's all right for the Mustangs. They go inside for Lane Meeks. Lane gets on the board. Good job for Lane Meeks, the 5'11 junior. Gets 2 points, 1 minute, 25 seconds left to go. Here's Ayala across to Jerry Tarrin, who's now in the game, number 22. Tarrin inside for Hessler, and a foul going to be called on Sean Combs as he's trying to prevent that pass coming in to the post. And so that's 4 on Sean Combs. 1:13 left to go. First free throw up and off the mark for Hessler. (77-48). And that one misses everything. It'll be Mustang basketball out of bounds. So as we said, tune in Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Mustangs sub-district action in Alliance. We'll be there to bring it to you on SheridanCountyJournalStar.net. There's Keaton Robb taking it the length of the floor and dropping it in for 2. Under a minute left now. Brady Bolender back the other way in a hurry on the board for the first time. Gets those 2 right back. Now, Ayala over to Tarrin. Tarrin on the dribble into the lane. Gets it out to Robb, long three-pointer. That one's good. 30 seconds left. Bolender down the lane, kicks it out for Carson Hinn, who's now into the ball game. Sean Combs on the wing, across to Bolender, thought about the 3 and passed it up. Now he'll dribble to his right and gets it to Morgan Holbert down on the block. Holbert turnaround jumper, good. 12 seconds left. Ayala brings it up the floor, hits the brakes. Across to Tarrin with 5 seconds left. 3, 2, fires it off at the buzzer. That won't go. And the final score, the Mustangs win this one, 81-53. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you tune in Tuesday evening, 6 o'clock, sub-district action. Gordon-Rushville Mustangs, Chadron Cardinals. It will be a good one, folks. Thanks for joining us here. Stick with us. We'll do a little mathematical calculation and be back with some unofficial final scoring totals in just a minute. Final score, Gordon-Rushville 81, Morrill 53.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. It's no secret that dealers define who we are. This group of energized businessmen are delivering like never before. And what are they delivering? New products, service, and equipment for people with field smarts just like you.
So give me just a minute. We'll continue adding here and get some final unofficial totals for you. So bear with me. So here they are. Unofficially, Ryan Schwarting finished with 20 points. Jared Nelson with 12, excuse me. Rhett Conroy with 10. Trace Bagan with 9. Dylan Schwarting also with 9. Sean Combs and Corby Campbell each with 6. Morgan Holbert had 5. Lane Meeks with 2. Brady Bolender also with 2 for the Mustangs. For the Morrill Lions, Ryan Aratani finished with 17 points. Josh Harvey had 13. Isaiah Gomez had 7. Ryan McMacken 5, and Jackson Carpenter finished with 2. Final score, Gordon-Rushville 81, Morrill 53. In the girls' game earlier, it was the Mustangs 54-37 over the Morrill Lions. Well, that finishes up the regular season for the Gordon-Rushville Mustang girls. The boys with one more regular season game on the road at Valentine. We do have that on our schedule. We're planning to bring that to you unless we decide otherwise. I don't know why we would. So one game left for the Mustang boys. Girls heading to sub-districts. Tuesday night, 6 o'clock against the Chadron Cardinals. It'll be a good one, folks. Don't miss it. Tune in, and we will bring all of the action to you. So for cameraman Jesse Moss and broadcast engineer Jacob Grover, I am Clint Anderson. Thank you very much for joining us here on Sheridan County Journal Star.net coverage of Mustang Basketball 2016.